We are at Tampa International Airport in the lightning, waiting on our British Airway. No, we're Virgin Atlantic flight. But look at this lightning. Well, of course it's not going to do it now, but it's raining. You can kind of see it out there. So that's great. This side has more of the lightning right now. Let's see. Of course, when I'm recording, it's not going to do it.
Also, home and stations to Worthing should change and right.
We're going only 9 hours.
That's it, 9 hours.
So fast.
Go to a train station via bus from Heathrow Airport, and then from there catch a train to Southampton. It's a little more complicated, but we should get there right before 4 p.m. Whereas if we were to wait, the bus direct from there would have left at 4 p.m. or 5. Yeah, actually 6. It was 2-hour bus ride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been like 6 p.m. and that's late. So make sure you research your transit options, because Heathrow and Gatwick Airport offer far different options. From Gatwick, it was a lot easier to get to, not with a lot of luggage, but to get through in the tube to like Waterloo Station, various train stations that have trains every 30 minutes to Southampton. But here, there's no such train directly here. So it would have been more expensive to take a train from here to another. So the bus is the best route if you get here on time and it's not sold out. This is actually quicker than the bus. We're going to what's called Woking train station, W-O-K-I-N-G, and then from there we're going to catch a train to Southampton. So Heathrow to Woking via the bus. Anyway, follow the signs.
We're heading to Woking, and then we're gonna jump on a train. Are we jumping on a train?
Yeah, sorry.
Listen, I've been up for 24 hours.
Three bridges, Bald Cup, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park, and Brighton. Customers, Preston Road, Falmouth, and Lewis. Also, home and stations to Worthing should change and right.
No, it's a seagull.
After a million hours of travel time, we made it to our Airbnb here in Southampton. And I'm looking out the window. We do have the fan on. We're a little warm. There's no AC. So keep that in mind when you're booking Airbnbs in all of Europe, really. But it's actually really nice outside. It's mid 70s, but humidity is only 50% roughly. We are going to recharge. I just got a shower and we're gonna hit the road running and see what we can do tonight before we gotta go to bed, because it's about 4 p.m. here, roughly 4:30. Maybe grab a bite to eat, go shopping. We need to get some batteries, but this is a nice Airbnb. There's all our stuff, the TV, this beautiful window. There's Brittany. And what's great is everything is from contactless. You enter codes to get in. This is the door. We're on the top of the building. You come here to the bathroom. which was just used. It's a very nice shower actually, and they do have some amenities in Bath and Body Wash, kind of like a cruise ship, and the cruise ship shower is very similar. If you know, you know. Pressure, heat. We even have a washer dryer combo, and that's what we're doing. Plenty of radiators and towel warmers if it was cold, which tonight it's going to be in the 50s. Here's a quaint little bedroom. Perfect. Perfect. And that's all it is. Right here in kind of the city center of Southampton. Ooh, there's a good full body mirror. The kitchen's perfect. That's how I would want my kitchen. Simple. Got a little burner, a little oven, sink. No dishwasher, but that's a luxury. You don't need dishwashers. A nice little tall freezer fridge combo. But this is the main draw. We're right by city center. We're on Oxford Street. There's history, modern stuff, and all kinds of stuff down there. There's bars and restaurants. And the main street is that one. So if you go down there where that person's walking and make a left or a right, that's like the main street in town, pretty much. So we're right here. We're right here. But remember what I was telling you. So when we flew in to Heathrow, I assumed that there would be direct trains from Heathrow to Southampton, and there isn't. There is periodically, but you have subway access, you have train access on the Heathrow Express. If you're not coming to Southampton right away, you can get into London really quickly. But if you go to the bus terminal, which is pretty much Terminal 2 area, like the bus station, they will hook you up. Say where you want to go. Say you want to get there as early as possible, and they'll get you there with bus, train combo, that kind of thing. And that's what we did. We paid about £39 per person for a bus ride and a train ride to get here, and we got here quicker than we would have had we just relied on the train. That train wasn't scheduled to leave till 4 p.m. from that Terminal 2, I think it was, or Terminal 5, or the bus, I'm sorry, it was a bus, and it would have taken 2 hours from that point. So the train does cut down on the time, but just be prepared. Don't bring too much stuff, or have an Uber to take you to a main train station like Waterloo that has trains every 20 to 30 minutes to Southampton. But that's it. We're gonna go enjoy the evening here, and we are tired. We barely slept. She only slept 30 minutes total. I slept 20 to 30 minutes like here and there quite often. So I did sleep, but not a solid sleep. The plane got hot. It got hot. It was a packed plane. Usually that's not the case when we seem to travel internationally. The plane was full. The plane was completely packed full. A lot of smells and noises, and very few kids, but we heard them. So all that, with a long plane ride, that doesn't add up to fun. But anyway, enough complaining about that. Let's get back to people watching till we decide what to do. This is home to the Titanic Museum, as this is where the Titanic, what would you call that? The inaugural sailing was from, technically, in Portsmouth.
Not only did the Titanic sail from here, but the Mayflower also sailed.
I was just gonna say that because I saw a part called Mayflower, but I wasn't sure, but you just confirmed it. So there you go, the Mayflower. If you think you're from the original settlers of America, the Dutch, right? The Mayflower was a lot of Dutch people we learned from the Netherlands. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's go check out, what is this place called? Southampton. I'm so tired, oh my God. Look at that car. Is that a McLaren? So on our way here on the the bus, we passed by McLaren headquarters, it looked like, maybe factory. Brittany noticed it, and definitely peppered throughout the countryside. We kept seeing a lot of McLarens just driving around, so it must be where they test them and build them. It's cruise day from our Airbnb. We got our medallions, and I think we're gonna walk there because we're only 4/10 of a mile from this Airbnb. Did I pick a good spot? And I see people out here with luggage, so let's take a look at them. Seen a lot of people out there with luggage, and I have a feeling they're going on our cruise, or maybe they're coming back from off of the cruise as it pulled in this morning. Again, we're only about 0.4 of a mile from the ocean terminal here in Southampton. There is 5 terminals here in Southampton, so keep that in mind and make sure you know which terminal you'll be at, because Horizon Terminal was the one we went out of last year, and it's a little over a mile away from here. Not bad, but just keep that in mind. Do your research if you want to walk or be really close. If not, there's plenty of Ubers and taxis if you're planning on staying here in Southampton. There is some also big name hotels if that's your option. We just prefer the Airbnb self-check-in style like this great one here because of its central location and the amount of space you get for the same or less money. It's quiet. We're up here in the top of this apartment building, and I've been people watching all morning. I do have the fan on. There is no AC. Remember, keep that in mind. In London and most of Europe, Mediterranean, a lot of places do not have AC because even though the summers right now are warm, it's still much milder than what we experience, especially in Florida. The high today will be in the upper 70s, but the humidity is only about 55%, so it's not unbearable, especially if you're sitting by a window like this and you're getting a good breeze. But let's make our way to the port. Are we driving? Are we walking? Let's let Brittany decide. Well, I had it wrong. We ended up going to the P&O Iona, which is part of the XL class. But they gave us this cart, so at least we don't have to carry our stuff. And we're making our way to Princess. Those people did the same thing. We'll get there eventually. There's a lot of double-decker buses that just came in. They look brand new. Somebody spent money on that. There is the Sky Princess, only about 20 minutes away. And thank you, Brittany, for pushing all our stuff.
We made it!
We made it. Sky Princess. I don't think we've ever entered this low at a home port. We're right above the waterline. Interesting. Normally it's up higher. So we just made it on board and we immediately went and got iced honey and lavender lattes. I got mine without lavender. And we're using our Princess Premier package. So we got the basic, which is $60 a day, and you get unlimited drinks that are valued up to $15 or less. One device with Wi-Fi, you get 2 premium desserts. There's a few other perks it gives you, but I recommend it because when you search, it's the best deal on the seas as far as drinks and internet are considered. For $60 a day, usually that's just covering the drinks or part of the drinks. Let's finish these up and walk around the ship. We are walking up the steps to our stateroom because the elevator situation is not good right now on embarkation day. One more flight and we're there. All right, it should, as we approach. Yeah, look, it's unlocked. Green, that means you can go in.
All right, here we go.
No, you don't have to type anything.
You don't?
Nope.
Ooh. Ah.
Only a mattress.
Wow.
Here's a look from outside of our balcony. A lot of cruises in port today, all the different terminals. There's also the P&O Iona, so there's 5. Here's a view from inside our room at the countryside across the way there. Look at how beautiful it is. I stepped inside because our neighbors are out there, but quick pan of the room. I'm gonna give the room tour on another video, but the room is nice. Our luggage has not arrived. And there is 2 television sets. One here, ooh, that you saw my reflection in. And then one right here. And you get 2 tote bags. So you can separate the space if somebody wants to sleep and somebody wants to watch TV or be out in the light. Very nice. Quick look at the multiple mirrors here. Into here, the wardrobe and the very large restroom, in my opinion, with the shower tub combo. You get your conditioner with this class of room. This is a mini suite, as well as the body lotion. And we should have robes, but I think we gotta request those. Very cool. We're waiting to pull away here soon, and there's a big container ship just passing by here in Southampton. The Brighton. That is about 14 Temu orders on their way to America, cutting through England here. Maybe, could be wrong. A cool thing we just learned is this is included in our Princess Plus, not Premier. Premier is the top one. We got the first one. So they give you these little shot glasses. And I don't know, I should have asked them if this is unlimited, but we also have the canned goods here. What is this? Oh, just sparkling water, Diet Coke, Royal Club, and then is that Miller Lite? And this is the wine that our friend KB sent us, so thank you for that. But that's cool. We thought it was extra. Our friend KB also sent us this ultimate balcony dining option, and we scheduled it for tomorrow night. They're coming up with a menu right now so we can pick our stuff and have a dinner out here tomorrow night. We decided tomorrow night is a sea night. It is formal night, but we're gonna forego that and hopefully have a nice dinner out here, and it's not gonna be too rough, but that's gonna be fun. It's going to be interesting to walk through the steps of this process and see what's involved and what all we can order and like the menu we can build. It's kind of like we're planning a party. So thank you, KB, for all these wonderful gifts. We really appreciate that. I can't wait to show you how it turned out. Another cool thing is I'm still kind of checking in here in our room. Princess gives you for your whole cruise a breakdown of what's going to be available in the World Fresh Marketplace. This is the daily menu specials in there, what I assume is a buffet, but I could be wrong. But you can see it's broken down here by date. So Sunday roast on Sunday. It's pretty much the same, but then they do a slight variation daily. But something, if you see, then you know I can't miss the buffet for this date. So I thought that was pretty cool. And while we're here, some stats on the Sky Princess. They have all this information here, which is cool. Guest capacity is 3660. The length there and the gross tonnage. So not the biggest ship, but it's not small by any means. And here's all the food options here under palette. The Explorer options there. Kind of paid items. And then the vibe is kind of like entertainment and places to shop and kind of just hang out. So it's pretty cool how they break it down. And on the back side of this is an actual map that shows where the most popular places are and what deck they're on, which is pretty cool. We just picked our meal for our ultimate balcony package, and it was a lot simpler of a menu than I initially thought it would be, because he said he had to walk it down here, but it was pretty much the fixed appetizer. So it looked like a salad and then like a seafood. And then I got surf and turf, and then she's getting like a filet mignon, I believe. It comes with a dessert, and then we have to pick our drinks. And then we're going to call them and let them know that. And then we'll have it tomorrow scheduled here on our balcony. So that's going to be exciting. We'll see you then. No, we'll see you before then. We are on our way to dinner, but before we're going to go stop by and check out what our included dessert with the Princess Plus medallion package is. I think it's just gelato, but we're gonna go check it out. I might get that first because our reservation is until 7:10, so let's go to dinner. The music's really loud, but all of this is included in the package. You get up to 2 of these a day, or you can even downgrade and just get regular gelato, a slice of cake. But it's bumping in here this evening. That's pretty good, so I could get 2 of these a day. Oh, big back, big back. Good. princess for the princess line. Are you a princess? It is after 10 p.m. and that is the sky here. We're north of England. The moon is out right there. And that is it for our first day. It is late. We are going to go to sleep and get up and do a sea day tomorrow. This was probably a short video. I have no idea. It may not even be a video, but thank you for watching. And we'll see you some other day on the Sky Princess. Bye. Let's take a look at the ultimate balcony dining experience on board Sky Princess by Princess Cruises. This is a specialty dining moment. So our room steward just made our cleaned our cabin. It is almost 7 p.m. and we are about to have our ultimate balcony dining experience. He set the table up so we have more space out there. It's pretty sunny actually, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It is a very cool, like 58 degrees outside, a little windy, but the sun is nice. It's a beautiful day here in the North Sea, somewhere getting close to Norway. I'm excited to see what the food looks like, and you know, we've never had an experience like this, so we're excited. And thank you to our good friend KB. She got that for us. I appreciate that. And we're excited. We're gonna see what it's all about.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good.
So where you want to set up the table? Outside?
I
think it's gonna be good outside, yeah?
Good outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's hot and we have a good weather. Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Need sunglasses.
Yeah,
Bright
Yes,
today.
very bright.
yeah, the weather's good.
Awesome. That's good. That's cool. So they're setting up everything. They just set up our table for the ultimate balcony dining experience. And look at how perfect the evening is. It's almost too bright, but it could be dark and rainy. But look at how beautiful it looks. We got our champagne and they're about to get ready to serve us. The food is on its way and we are gonna sit out. Got a crab cake. Cheers to crab cake. Perfect. Yes, please. Sorry. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
That looks delicious. They just took away our salad plates and we had our appetizer, and now we are getting our steaks and lobster. And we got our serious knife. Love that. The handle is almost like a little hunting knife.
It is.
The angle on it. How are you liking it so far? Sorry for the sun in your eyes.
No, it's all good. I love this experience. It is so nice. So it's actually formal night for everybody else. And so everyone is dressed to the nines. And not that we aren't dressed nice, but we're not really formal night people.
You're dressed really nice.
Thank you. So this is a really good alternative to it and still getting to feel fancy. But no, it's a really nice experience.
That's a good point. I like that. To zoom in, but see that?
Mine doesn't zoom in either.
I'm trying to get it, but I think it's a big fish. Because dolphins wouldn't keep doing that, would they? It's a big fish, whatever it is. Maybe it's being chased. That's a real lobster. It's not red lobster. It's a real lobster. Thank you.
so much.
Yeah, I'll take some on the meat. It's fine. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, yes. I get 2 sauce.
There you
No,
go.
that's fine. Thank you. Perfect. No, it's perfect like that. Thank you, plenty.
Would you like some?
Yummy. That was really good. It's over. Really good steak and lobster. Dessert should be on its way, probably.
It's what we call that pork. It's a pork kind
Wow.
of boiled egg.
Boiled egg. What kind? Quail, chicken, alligator, shark? No.
All of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Connoisseur.
Fruit cake.
Fruitcake. Okay, fruitcake, strawberries.
I mean, I don't know
Macarons.
because it's very something.
Okay.
That's almost like a Norwegian
Those look good.
raspberry.
Okay.
Here's the dessert, and then they brought us a special.
Oh.
More! Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
What is?
Sorry,
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh.
scallop.
No, I
So
love.
this is a choice of canapé.
Okay,
All right, so
Is this like a sampler of the
Yes, it
restaurant?
that's funny.
I was like, oh my gosh, we need a
No
bigger
more, I'm
table.
full.
This looks.
Wow.
That makes me excited.
So they just brought us these little canapes. Burrata cheese, beef carpaccio, duck, lobster, sushi, dessert, more champagne.
I'm good, but he was.
I really hope you enjoyed this quick look at the ultimate balcony dining experience on board Princess Cruises. I think it's well worth the money, and thank you so much to KB for gifting this on our very special cruise. Just woke up and look at what's going on out here. It's almost 8 a.m. This is definitely Norway. Headed to Haugesund, Norway, and we're about to get off and just walk around and explore, maybe get on a bus, we don't know. But let's go and check it out. First time here, let's go. There it is, Haugesund, the port at least. There's a hop on, hop off excursion desk, and the town is not far away, so let's go check it out. Starting the day with iced lavender and honey lattes before we get off the ship here. Killed it. First look of the ship in Norway docked. It's looking beautiful. Here's where the excursions and the hop on hop off buses are. We're gonna forego that, and we're walking to the bridge area to go to town. But you go around this parking structure and make a left. So we just turned the corner here around the parking garage. There's a little seaplane. We're not in the United States. Although it looks like Seattle, kind of. We made the wrong turn, so when you're walking off, make sure you stay by this big shipbuilding place. But if not, this looks like it connects up here. Look at the mailboxes. We walk over a big bridge. Yeah, I think it connects. So we made it to the bridge here. It is a pretty steep incline, so keep that in mind. You may want to take a bus or shuttle. But we are staying warm. It is in the 50s, but it's a nice temp to walk, for sure. We could never do this in Florida. Beautiful houses, you get to see the rooftops. You can tell they get snow here with how steep they are. So we made it to the apex, which it's actually longer on one side than the other. Cool. It's a good shot of how steep that bridge is in the apex there. This looks like the city center for sure. Pedestrian only traffic. It's looking like.
this alpaca store. Like, oh my god, look at this. Look at this keychain. And then look at this one. I don't know. I want them all so bad. I must adopt them. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. I can't handle it. Okay.
Evidently, alpaca is a very popular fur here. Is that what you call it?
What did you just call it?
Alpaca? Alpaca?
An alpaca?
Can you show what you got?
Yes, look at him. His name's Jimmy or Gimme. Little Gimme.
And that was about $20 US, a little Norwegian lebubu.
And just so you know, he's better than a labubu. So
Yes.
you better watch out, United States, because Gimme's coming for you.
Gimme, let's go. Found this market here. We're gonna go take a peek. I think it's gonna be like a mall. We're looking for a restroom and maybe a place to eat. So this mall has free Wi-Fi. The prices are pretty expensive, but if you want to check your phone and not incur international charges or your international day plan, you come here, shop around, and check your Wi-Fi. A hamburger here at the food court costs about $23 US. So here in the mall, this is the cheapest food. Big Bite must be a chain, and we ordered a snack wrap, a bottle of water, and a medium Coke, I believe, for 134 kroner, which is about $13.50 US roughly, so under $14. These prices seem fair, but the ones upstairs, the other products seem pretty expensive. So I'm excited to try kind of a local chain item. So we're here waiting on our food, and we didn't know what the sign meant, but luckily Brittany has Google Translate, the app, and she recommends you getting it. So when you hit camera, it'll pick up and it'll change what it says. That's what it looks like. That's pretty cool. Reserved for paying customers. And what does that say? Help us keep it clean. We appreciate you cleaning up after yourself. That's cool. That's really neat. Let's see what this means. Today's small drink, fixed low price, $5.50. So it's like today's special. I guess you get a sandwich and a small drink, but up there we wouldn't know what that meant. And 55 is roughly $5.50 US. But that's cool, because otherwise it would say reserved for betalende kunder, or reserved for paying customers. So definitely get this app if you're traveling. That it's trippy how real it looks when you view it. It's like AI, it even adjusts when you move. So here is my cheese and ham wrap. It's kind of like a quesadilla. And then the Norwegian Coca-Cola from the Coca-Cola Expert fountain. It said it was earthy. Let me see what that means.
Maybe it's flatter.
It might be the water. The water is giving algae. Aquarium a little bit, but the Coke tastes good. That's good.
Yeah?
Got a lot of flavor. I got the spicy mayo, cheese, and ham. And it was the best deal. $3.50 US. But the cheese tastes good. It's definitely not a cheddar or mozzarella. It's, I don't know, it's good. Try it. Well, grocery store here, and you can make a salad for under $2 US. It's a good price. Little salad bar. I found a box of marzipan, a bag, Easter chocolates. They are half off of this, so that should be about $1.50, $1.25. So I'm gonna try this. Except it's egg and bacon sandwich. That actually looks good. I'm gonna try it. It was about $5 US from this grocery store. It's really good. It tastes like an egg salad sandwich almost with bacon. The egg is really chunky. It's good. Bumblebees. The bees are happy.
What is it?
3D puzzles, but they're
Oh,
flat.
cute.
You can ship them.
Oh, I like this one.
So much cool things in there. I didn't want to film, but it's called Unknown Pleasures, and there's macabre things, there's fortune telling, there's cool sunglasses, Halloween stuff, really cool stuff. Here's the church that we saw from the ship, and there's some craft vendors, and then there's our ship. in the background there. We are walking back now. We've been out here for a few hours, ate a little bit of something, looked around, shopped, and now we're walking back to the ship. And it's a beautiful day. It's cool, it's not cold. The clouds are coming out though, but let's head back. What a beautiful day in Haugesund. And it's cloudy now, but we're on our way back to our ship, which is right there. We got a little bit of a walk. It's a beautiful day. Wind is probably atrocious, but we decided not to do the hop-on, hop-off bus. Brittany looked at reviews, and a lot of people said it's not really worth the price, which is about $50 a person. So today we opted just to walk around in the city center, look at some stuff. I tried some food, and now we're on our way back. We are back in our room, and now I want to try these clearance Easter chocolates and see how they taste. I thought they were individually wrapped, but they're not. That's a concerned citizen for my waistline. And now we're gonna try this. Looks like a star cookie.
How is it?
It's kind of like fudge. It's good. It tastes like almond paste, marzipan. They're good. It's 2:07 p.m. I think we have to be on board by 5:30, and a lot of people are already back and on their way back. It's mainly a lot of shopping if you don't do excursions. Probably a lot of history, but I missed out on that. But it's a beautiful day to travel, to walk around. My biggest tip for y'all here and in most of Europe, whatever you call this area, Northern Europe, anywhere you travel outside of the United States, if you're from the United States, prepare for very little public toilets. So keep that in mind. And before you buy anything in hopes of using the bathroom, make sure they have a bathroom. A public bathroom. Sometimes you have to pay to use a restroom as well. So keep some change, some small bills in the local currency, some coins, that kind of thing. Because I had to hold it in until I got all the way back. I did find one in the mall, but there was quite a big line. And instead of one big bathroom, there was a bunch of individual stalls, about 6 stalls, and there was a very long line. So keep that in mind. Be prepared to hold it in. One last look before we prepare to sail away here. It's a beautiful town. I'm sure it has its roots in fishing, nautical kind of things. I think most of Norway is that. We saw some trolls. We should have bought some. Next port. The clouds look like whipped cream. Look at that. No more sun. All right, fresh from my naps today after Haugesund, Norway. And Brittany's in the shower getting ready. I'm ready. Outfit check. Hey, big bag outfit check. I'm tucking in my polo for this night because it's a specialty dining. We are going to Sabatini or Sabatini's, I think Sabatini, Italian restaurant here on board. It may be the only specialty dining we do besides the ultimate balcony dining experience that we had. Thank you again, KB. We're just not interested in the steakhouse or Rudy's Seafood Grill. Those are the only other two besides Sabatini's. The weather is getting a little rough back there. Let's take a look. Let me open this door here so we can get a feel for the temp. Oh yeah, it's getting chilly. I'd say it's in the 50s. It's looking quite dreary and rough. But let's go to Sabatini's and see what that's about. And believe it or not, it is almost 9 p.m. in this daylight. It is about 8:30 right now. It is 9:18 p.m. We are seated here at Sabatini's, and that's how bright it is outside. Just got our arancini, which comes for everybody. We placed our orders, and it's evidently going to be a big meal. There's the arancini or arancini. Some fresh, warm bread. It's delicious. Like some focaccia and some oil and vinegar, balsamic. And I got the Godfather drink. It is very strong. This one right here. Scotch Amaretto de Serrona. Here is a tomato soup. Tuscan tomato. It's kind of like a stew. It's a little chunkier than like a regular tomato. It's got like beans and tomato. Almost like a minestrone. I would say a minestrone soup. That's what it is. but look at the delicious plank of bread with greens on it. Looks delicious. Here is our burrata and prosciutto. Basically an antipasta, but I call it a salad. It's very carnivore with a balsamic glaze, sun-dried tomatoes, and I think zucchini, fried zucchini. We both got this. But the best part about burrata is when you cut into it, it's creamy on the inside. It's very spreadable, I guess is a good way. So the pasta, if you order it as a starter, you get a small portion, but this is a big portion. I got a tortellini in a pomodoro sauce, and you got risotto. 4-cheese risotto, that looks delicious. Look at this chicken meal, that looks delicious. I forgot what it was, in a lemon sauce? And then you got the classic lasagna. That looks good. Here's my dessert sampler, tiramisu. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. The brownie, but it's not a brownie, the rocher. I don't know what that is. It's like a flan with limoncello ice cream. So it's like a brownie.
With a limoncello shot.
Ooh. And I got a cappuccino. Good night from midnight here in the North Sea on the way to Skjolden, I think how you say it, tomorrow morning, and it is still daylight. I'm going to show you a picture right here, and isn't that crazy? Well, it's not complete daylight, but it looks like morning or dusk. But that's it for today. We had a busy day, and I highly recommend Sabatini's Italian trattoria. It was really good. Have a good night. See you in the next one. This is 2 a.m. and we're getting close. Oh my god. I just woke up, but look at this. How beautiful. So as we make our way, it's going to get a little more narrow. We are going around this corner, and then we're going to go around another corner, and then we're pretty much straight there to Skjolden. I think how you say it. Our second port here in Norway. But look at that. It is everything and more of what I thought it would be. Stunning. Some of those are waterfalls as well. Amazing. The only thing this reminds me of how smooth it is and how we're turning is when we were in Gatun Lake in the Panama Canal. But right now we're turning. We're going to go a little bit, then we're going to turn again, and then we're in the direction of Skjolden. So these are fjords. These are where there were glaciers at one point. And they've retreated back since the Ice Age. Amazing. There were Vikings in here at some point, amongst other things. And look at the color of the water now that the sun's coming out. Oh my god. I can't believe this. And yes, I have 2 lattes. No shame. I found where I want to retire here in the fjords of Skjolden. Look at this. Oh my god, I can't even imagine. Can you imagine Bobo running up that hill right there? Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is super late. It is 12:40. We slept in for a long time because we were up watching the ship early in the morning, and now we're gonna go out and explore for a little bit in Skjolden. Let's go. First steps onto Skjolden. It is chilly here, in my opinion. I think it's in the 50s, but it just feels a little chilly.
Love it.
Look at how beautiful it looks, though. And the water's so calm. I think it is a little bit of a walk to get to the city. There's sheep. This house is really pretty too. I was looking at it.
Yeah, that's a nice house.
Oh my gosh. Is he like complaining because he's stuck? Look at the waterfall. That must be Mama. You can hear a lot of water, a lot of melted snow emptying out here to the fjord. An Ace or a True Value. We're not sure. Just a hardware store. Coop Market. We went to this in Aruba. Remember that was in Aruba, Coop Market? We're in the little visitor area here, and they have a little cafe, but nothing really fresh. So I got an apple sparkling drink and some local chips. And I got this, an almond cake. Here's a little town center with a good view of our ship here in the fjord. We're right at the end of the fjord here, deep inland. Very stunning. There's a little cafe in here, and we just sat down and talked. We found our neighbors and we talked to them for a while. Hydro energy. That looks strong. We're going into the Coop Market, which we've been there in Aruba. It's kind of like a mini store with everything. They've got some clothing, groceries, a few gardening and hardware stuff. There's the tube of fish for your sandwiches. It's just truly beautiful here. If you're not doing an excursion, there's not much to do here besides walk. There's a lot of hiking. You can hike to waterfalls. You can do an alpaca walk and see the alpacas, but there's not much as far as city. It's quite remote, kind of back in here. So keep that in mind if you don't have an excursion. The hills are alive with the sound of sheep. Alright, we walked around, got some chips, saw some sheep. And this is Skjolden. Very misty and dark. Even as our neighbor said, we bumped into her. Even in the dreary weather, it's still beautiful out here. And the ship's always in a postcard pose with the background. Time to get back on the ship, right? Time to get back on the ship.
See, I really thought I looked ridiculous.
Here, how do you?
Like, just do it. Yeah. Hey, guys.
The Skjolden Troll. Just through port security. Inside the building, there's a gift shop and a coffee shop that has these cinnamon rolls. Really good. And they have donuts. This is $10 for both of them, 6 and 4, roughly. And we're gonna eat them. They taste great. Off to the buffet for lunch. Let's go check it out. It smells like vinegar. Well, now I feel cold. We decided to go Tex-Mex or Mexican. I made me some nachos and I got some chicken and corn salad. You made some good soft taco. The guacamole on board is good, and then you have a little sample plate of different things. From Skjolden. We have to go 200 nautical miles in total, about 100 back to sea, and then we have to go to another fjord to get to Olden, even though it's only about 30 nautical miles away. If we were able to fly a helicopter, it would be 15 minutes, but unfortunately this will be an all-night journey. But it's fine, because we're home in our balcony. Look at that little waterfall there. Absolutely stunning. You can hear it. I'm taking a nap and there's another waterfall. So beautiful.
There's still ice. Oh wait, no.
After a nap, I woke up and I see another ship out here. A small ship. And I think we're following it. We're going that way. And over here, somebody who cuts their grass. It looks almost like a golf course. A very hilly. Very cool. Well, he's going that way. Way down there. And we're going that way. It's 10:30 and the sun is still out over the mountains. It's setting soon around 11. It is so cold and beautiful. Wow. We'll be going through the passage at about 11 p.m. I think up there. It's real narrow. Wow, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful right here. Absolutely beautiful. The camera is not even doing it justice how beautiful it is. There she is. There's the sun. We might get to see a sunset tonight. Here's Olden, Norway. We are docked. It's going to be a beautiful day. On our way to the Loen skylift here in Olden, Norway. Got to keep all these names straight. So we're going down here to the white tent to, I guess, get our tickets. I booked them online and make our way to the Loen skylift. So they have it separated here by your adventure. We're doing the skylift, but they have all their other things, and I recommend pre-booking. The company is Olden Adventure, and they're just to the right when you get off of your ship. So we have our tickets, and they're good all day. There's buses, shuttles every 20 minutes to and from. and that was real easy. They just asked for your name, so I didn't have to provide. I did take a screenshot of the reference number and all that just in case, because there wasn't any QR codes, but they had our name down for this specific date, and it's good for all day, anytime they're open, so you don't have to be here at a certain time. And now we're gonna make our way up there, way up there. There it is. In 5 minutes. We made it right here in front, and we're about to go, I think. Waiting on some people and the driver to come back. There's the Sky Princess. Yeah, we're going up there by those clouds. Goes one up right now into the clouds.
You're wrong for this.
What a beautiful walk up here, though. Here's the walkway to the restaurant. I want to capture it going down here. And there it is in the mist. It's gonna remind me of that pigeon.
Look, if we hurry up, there's an open air. Oh.
You can't really see, but it's supposed to, it pretty much goes straight down from that point.
Oh god, it looks like it goes far.
It made you nauseous? Oh no. So here we go up the elevator, just me. I was too lazy to take the steps, just one flight. Oh, coffee shop. Oh wow, look at the background. You could film a good movie here. The hiking trail looks cool. There's some sheep over there with some bells on their necks. So you can drive up here, it looks like. It is really cool up here. So the cloud just came and it fully enveloped the mountain again, and I think because they're burning off, but what a beautiful place. I can't get over that. Highly recommend coming up here to Lindsay Lohan Skylift, or Lohan, but I highly recommend it. It is a memorable place, once in a lifetime. At least come here once. Let me go explore what I can down here and see where this goes. I think this is for the parasailers who are setting up over there in the mist. These look like walking slash maybe power vehicle trails. I don't know. It's a little path. It says that please stay on the trail, which I have no issues with. There's all these birds. Oh my gosh, you can kind of see the clouds clearing up, and I see a solar array. And guys, if you slip and fall, there's nothing to stop you. So just be careful here. Here's a good look at the observatory. Not me, sorry. Right here, the restaurant is the glass part, and above it is where you can do the observatory. I call it that, but look over the edge. But the restaurant gives you views of the clouds. Oh, here comes the, wow, just out of nowhere. Let me turn. The valley with our cruise ship down there. Stunning. Oh, and then just like that, it's gone. So the clouds are burning off, so that'll be nice when we get a great view. So the clouds just came back, and I'm here. I highly recommend coming here. You're not going to find another place like this that I've been to. You can get in passes and go up mountains and that kind of thing, but there's a lot of freedom up here. There's not a lot of roped off areas. There's plenty of trails. There's actually real hiking trails behind me that go further into the mountain. And then back over here, of course, is the restaurant slash viewing platform, coffee shop, gift shop. And there's more trails behind that, as well as the lift itself. But back over this way, that's the precipice. And you don't want to fall behind me. Well, let's keep going and see what else we got out here. So right straight across there through the mist, you can see people and hear the bell of sheep. They have bells on them, but there's a trail that goes up there. Plenty of stuff to do here. But I'm gonna walk around here by this helipad and see what's going on. Actually, I might go back because I think they're setting up here. I'm gonna wait for a good view of the cruise ship in the valley below. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow. So this is cool. When you line these up, it'll tell you the heights and the names of the peaks. That is cool. We can see the glacier now from up here, but it's beautiful. We're gonna go to the restaurant now. Let's go. So here we are at the Haugesund restaurant, which has these sweeping views here of, I guess, the valley below, the fjord below, and Olden, and our cruise ship. So we're excited to come eat here. So this view is why it's important to make your reservation. They will accommodate you, but you won't get this view unless you make a reservation. So I got water, and I also ordered a reindeer burger, which I'm excited to see how that's going to turn out. I didn't mean to, but we're going to eat it anyway because that's the most adventurous I've been so far. I won't eat whale, but I'll eat reindeer. I'm excited, but also scared. Here's my reindeer burger on top of the Loen skylift area above the fjord of Olden. So a lot of places in Norway, there's not ketchup, but there's a garlic aioli, so mayo to dip your fries in. It's different, but it's a good difference. I don't miss the ketchup. Ketchup probably is a little healthier, but... Alright, we're waiting for the lift down. We just had our expensive hamburgers, but they were actually really good. They were gourmet, $35 each. Our total with the soda, the water, and gratuity was $100 US. Not bad for prices in Europe, and then prices on top of a mountain in Europe. And now we're waiting on our lift. Trying to see it come up here. It should be coming up. I think it's this side. Here she comes. We get to go down Haugesund, and we went up Munin, and those are the Odin's ravens, his eyes and ears on the mortal realm. Here comes the drop.
Can't see a lamp, just
That's definitely a drop. Whoa!
Did you jump too? Did it? Oh my goodness!
It is rock. Wow.
So scary. You do.
I just got off the low-end lift behind me. Didn't need to do it. It was worth it. Every penny. And the scary, it's definitely a little scarier coming down than going up. There is a slight drop. Visually and physically, you feel it quite abrupt, kind of way down. And now we're just winding our way back down. Here, but there is the lift. It's very clear right now from when we went up there, and that's the restaurant, that window box. That's where we were. There she goes. What a beautiful fjord. So we are across the street from the cruise ship. We just got dropped off right over there after going to the low-end skylift, which is right there. You can see it clear now where the restaurant complex is up there. This guy here, he's part of the Olden adventure team, and he runs the glacier sightseeing bus. And he said after going on the skylift, we would get a discount. It would be 330 kroner for both of us, and that would be about $33. And I think it lasts a little more than an hour. We do have plenty of time, so we may go on it. We're not sure, but that's just a tip. So you have time in port here to do a couple of things for a reasonable price. But we're here at the shopping area right across, and she found her next alpaca victim. And there's a few souvenir and shirt stalls and whatnot, but here is our cruise ship, the Sky Princess. Only one ship at a time here in the Olden, Norway port. That was an amazing day in Olden in the low-end skylift. And now back to open waters and to Ålesund, is I think how you say it. It sounds like Allison. We have left Olden. That is not Olden, but it is another beautiful place here in Norway. And we are on our way to Ålesund, Norway, our last port in Norway. We'll be there tomorrow at 8 a.m. Tonight, I think I want to dine on Alfredo's pizza. So let's go look for that. on our way to look for dinner, but look, they're building a road there. That must have washed out. They got all the rocks built. Interesting. There's still We are moving out to sea and the music is bumping. It is about 8:15 p.m. I think, 8:30. And we are here waiting at Alfredo's Pizzeria. And I have my clicker here for when it's time to eat. And then we'll go eat. But until then, we wait. So how are you liking Norway so far?
Minus the flashing that keeps happening. I am loving it. I think that I'm built for it. I think that it's time to move. And I would like you to start looking at some real estate because it was really cheap, the housing prices. Maybe the taxes are really expensive.
I tried to look for real estate, but it was like, it kept saying it was blocked.
It was locked? What do you mean?
Like I couldn't load the website.
Oh, really? Well, we'll have to find like a nice, I don't know, we'll find something. I
just wanted to get a pricing idea, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah. I would move here. Is there easy flights to the United States? Okay. Done. Sold. Let's go. Am I still on camera? Great.
So a lot of the restaurants have it separated by like your package, the Princess Plus. All these drinks are included. Of course, it's any drink under $15, and then the Premier, you have.
It almost looks like an egg. Yeah.
Well, I didn't film my pizza. I ate it all. We were talking, but you got a calzone.
I did.
And it looks great.
Like artichoke.
I got the apricot tart. That looks good. And you got the tiramisu. This is again all included 2 times if you'd like here, or the sushi in your Princess Plus package. Well, this is an end to the Olden, Norway day, and look at this view. I actually got sunburnt today up there on the sky lift. We are making our way back out of the fjord here, back to open waters, and we will be in Ålesund, Norway tomorrow. It is beautiful. Look at these houses out here. Got the moon. That is where I leave you today, and see you tomorrow in Ålesund, Norway. Bye-bye. Tell me what you thought about the Olden, or the Loen skylift in the town of Loen, which is basically 2 miles away from Olden. Tell me what you think about that. Would you go to it? Have you been to it? I'm telling you what, it's a bucket list place. Especially if you really like to hike. There's so many opportunities up there to do that. But this is it. Good night. After the long day, my lips and my face got sunburned. It's crazy. So wear your hats and your protectants out there in the full sun, even in Norway. Bye-bye. Welcome to Ålesund. Here we are turning in to Ålesund. It's a big city. This is where the Viking king Rollo was allegedly born, and he is the grandfather of William the Conqueror. He attacked Paris, I believe, too, a long time ago. King Rollo. Vikings. We have made our way to Ålesund, Norway. There's a good shot of it. We are about to get off the ship and look for something to do, as we have nothing really planned. Maybe a hop on, hop off bus. You can hike up there. There's 400 steps to get to the top of that mountain there with the visitor center. But I don't think we're going to do that. There has been intermittent rain all day. It kind of passes through and then it clears up. Let's get off here and see what there is to do in Ålesund, Norway. That's how you say it, I think. Here we are, walking on Ålesund for the first time. It does smell very oceany, but not in a bad way. It doesn't stink, but it smells like you're by the salt water. So we smell food blowing from over here. This is the food truck, what I call food truck area, and we're gonna walk over and check it out. There's a lady who just came out of a sauna in a bikini. Those are saunas. There's saunas everywhere here in the Nordic countries. But let's walk over this pedestrian bridge and see what the food's about. It's pretty cool. Soy sauce. Oh shit.
What kind did you get?
Chicken. Good. It's fresh. Well, it started raining quite heavily actually in the food truck. We finished up our mini pancakes with the Nutella and strawberries. And we're here at the Bun Pre, I think is how you say it, grocery store. And it's got a beautiful glass ceiling, which is cool. But there's the food truck festival, and it's cool it happened to be there today that we docked. Let's keep walking and see what else we can get into here. Look at the old buildings. Now, there was a big fire here in 1904 that destroyed, I think, 800 of their buildings, and it was rebuilt with the help of the German, I'm butchering this, Bismarck, Chancellor, whatever he was at the time. Whatever his name is, if I remember, I'll put it in the video. But so a lot of these buildings are from that age, 1904, these main buildings here around town. So they all had that same kind of look and consistency, but tons of stuff here. So we basically just pre-gamed at the food truck festival, and now we're here at the street Thai food restaurant, which has an amazing view of, let me turn the camera on maybe, of the street here. And it is raining, so we dipped in here. We're gonna get a burger, I believe. There's an amazing fish and chip place across the street, and then there's also like old buildings in the water there. In the order here, you have to scan here. You just seat yourself and you order from the QR code and pay, and it comes to you. It's pretty cool. So you do need to have your phone on in order to utilize this menu, because you have to sign up and they will send you a text. But if not, you can just walk up to the bar and order, and make sure you give them your table number, which is in the middle of the QR code. When our burgers come, we just go get our condiments over there. And it's a pretty big building, and there is restrooms, which is nice, and they have a good mix of Thai and I would say American food, almost like a fusion. They have spring rolls, pad thais, noodle dishes, rice dishes, and then hamburgers, smash burgers, a lot of different Thai drinks, and then regular sodas and water. I'm excited to see what it tastes like. It looks good. It was kind of expensive, but I think that's going right here in Norway. Your pad thai looks delicious. It smells good. And here's my smash burger. I did take a bite. It tastes really good. And be warned, that's all you get for the price. I think this was about $18, but it tastes really good. Behind me is the Kremer Garten, and it's that big building you saw from our stateroom this morning. There's like a little shopping mall on the bottom 2 floors. So the Thai food was pretty good. She got pad thai, I got the smash burger. It was actually a really good smash burger. It came with no fries though, so keep that in mind. And it was about $18. Yours was how much? 20?
Yeah, like 23. 23. The
total was like $40. And when we were leaving, I saw one of the first officers, somebody with 3.5 epaulets up here on the shoulder from the ship, doing a pickup order. So it's good Thai food, and it was called Thai street food. And now we're here walking near the, what would you call this, the harbor or the slips? A lot of sailboats parked here. Look at the building. Now, you want to walk the 400 steps up there to the top? No. I'm gonna go to this bakery and get a Norwegian treat. So I ordered, it's like a pavlova, like What did I order? Meringue and cream. And we've got some coffees coming our way, some lattes, so we're excited about that. Here it is. I'm gonna try this. That's good. I'm here at Fjords ice cream, so an ice cream shop, and this is the brown cheese ice cream, the goat. It's actually better than it tastes, or you think. It tastes like caramel with a little bit of a sour aftertaste and before taste, but the middle is like sweet caramel. It's really good. This is beautiful. We found a little pier here. I think it's private, but we snuck on here. And you can see how beautiful it looks out here. All the different islands. There's a plane landing over there. And there's people fishing right next to me, but I don't want to put them on camera. And I'm enjoying my ice cream here. It's a cool spot. Ålesund. I found a beautiful troll here by the Ålesund sweater shop outlet. There's another beautiful troll over there. Ooh, Christmas stuff. Here's a newer build here next to a far older build residence. This is a very steep road. It looks like it's only for residents because there's only one way up. I think there's parking underneath us for other people. So I almost went the wrong way, but here's our cruise ship. Very hard, but also easy to miss once you're walking. There she is, Sky Princess. These houses on the shore here and businesses are built on like an old retaining wall. And I don't think people use those steps anymore. That's cool. Every apartment building, like this one up here, has businesses in the bottom, which I guess that's quite common around the world. This is like a big water door. And we found restrooms in here. It's like a public walk-through tunnel, and maybe it's a way to stop water from flooding the city. That's pretty cool. So I guess in bad weather they shut that large door. Back at the mall area here across from the ship. We're making our way back, but right here is where the mall is underneath here. The Krimmer Garden and the Ålesund Commune building, which is kind of this high-rise right here, just across from the ship. But this park has a lot of cool things. Good seating, some sculptures, and I'm trying to, my camera, I really am horrible at operating it. But I'm assuming this is for RC cars or skateboards. And here's another, looks like a war sculpture. Let's head back. All right, we made it back. You actually go down to come up here instead of crossing the street, or you can try to cross the street, but there's a tunnel that takes you. And right here in the port there is cafes and a few shops if you don't feel like walking too far. Back on the ship, we did nothing but walk around, and this is it for Norway. Norway is done. This is Ålesund, and I'm gonna pan the camera around and explain some of the points we were at, maybe. So there is the Ålesund commune and the Radhus. So I think they're different houses, apartment buildings, but below that is a mall. So tons of stuff to buy in there and eat. Tons of bakeries and stuff. We walked to the other side and down towards the harbor. I would call it a harbor. There was a lot of sailboats. Then we cut across right where all those trees were. We almost went up there, but we decided not to. Then we cut back and we came here, back to the cruise port. But originally we started here at the food truck festival, which is just out here to the left. I don't think that'll always be here. If you see food trucks, always go. That's my tip to you. This little excursion ship here is going to different fjords. I think it's also like a transit station, but all the third-party excursions are closed now for the day. If you look right there, the little kiosks are closed. So we did get a late start, but we got a pretty big walk-in. I'd say we walked almost 2 miles. For us, that's a lot. But there's tons to walk around and see. There's tons of museums and different things all throughout here. It was a good port to end in. I think maybe our largest populated port in Norway. But that's it for Norway. And then it's Iceland, and we're excited. We're pretty much, I think, to the almost to the halfway point of this cruise, which is interesting. It's going pretty quick, but we'll check in a bit later. Let's see what we do for dinner. I highly recommend, while you're in any place in Norway, when you see a bakery, go in and order something that appeals to you. You're not going to be depressed or upset. The food truck food was delicious. It was a little expensive, but that's supporting local, I think, local people. So keep that in mind. But it was a great day here in Ålesund. And those people over there are working on, I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they're doing counterweights. Oh, they're setting up places to lift weights. Is that their gym? No, that can't be their gym. This guy is putting weights on a dumbbell just in the middle of the smokestack. It's like that's where they work. I guess maybe that's the crew gym, because I doubt any of the residents are coming up there. But we'll check in a little later, guys. Goodbye for now, Norway, and Ålesund, Norway. I think you pronounce it Akureyri. Akureyri. Anyway, it's in Iceland. And we were right by the airport. Time to go to Akureyri. Akureyri. How do you say it? Akureyri. Akureyri. Akureyri? Akureyri. I don't know. Here we go. Akureyri. First steps on Iceland in Akureyri. So I think how you say it, and it's cool. First impressions of Iceland. It looks wet and cold.
Looks icy.
This is the original rock here, very volcanic. That's a nice bridge. I'll pan around here. Here's our ship, and then if we keep panning, there is a Norwegian Prima on the other end of the dock here, and that way is the end of the fjord here that we're in, and also the airport, and that's where our room is facing. It is in like the low to mid 50s, and obviously high humidity, pretty damp everywhere, but I think it's about like how Seattle would feel on a cooler day. But I'm excited, first time in Iceland. It does look real early here. They're kind of setting up in this little square we found for, I'm assuming, like food and crafts. And there's a mural peeking through there of a young girl. Tons of little shops, but nothing's really open yet. Akureyri frame, which I kind of like. It's cool. And there's a heart. Akureyri. That one, the black sheep, and I'm excited to try it. Let's see what it looks like. That's actually really good. Wow. So as you can see, it's got fried onions in there, like the Frenchies onions, fresh onion, mayo on top. The hot dog itself has like it's made out of lamb, pork, and beef, I believe. It's different, but it's really good at the same time. And the bread is just, I think, with volcanic charcoal, or I forgot what she said. So there's really nothing open right now. Just a few gift shops, but I really like these apartment homes or these homes here. And they look brand new. I saw them from the ship. But I think they're our vibe. If we had to live here, we would like to live in one of these. Because you're right here on the fjord. They're built for cold, as you can tell. They look like very insulated windows and a lot of layers to the actual building itself. But here's the fjord, and we're wrapping around by our ship. Oh, that's pretty. There's our ship and the Prima. Here's the Sky Princess in all her glory. So this little square is about an hour later a lot more lively. The little vendors have some of their stuff open. I just had an Icelandic hot dog, the black sheep with the charcoal bun. It was really good, and I get what the hype's about. We just walked quite a ways to the mall, but look at these cool apartment buildings. I don't want to get anybody on camera, but
How gorgeous the mountains are. Once the mist
yeah.
goes away, or whatever it's called.
There's actually real mountains back there with snow on them. That's the tallest peaks I think we've seen. And that's the fjord.
Cool.
The fjord goes all the way out this way. And then we're back in open waters. But we're surrounded by land. And the cruise ships are down this way. But we're going to go look at this mall. There's not much to do here unless you schedule excursions besides walk around and shop. So here's the mall. Let's go check it out. This is usually where you can get better deals on souvenirs, clothing, and food if you're trying to eat local. We've seen a lot of electrical and gas pumps around here. There's some over there, BP it looks like, but that's not. And then this place, it looks just like any other mall until you look close at the prices. I finally found eggs here in Iceland. So these are about $8 for the dozen there, or 18 pack. And for a dozen, these must be better ones. They're about $8 as well. I think it's like 100 to 1. Here we go, like $7. That's it for the mall. There's really not much in there, obviously. We didn't even see a food court, but we did get some candy. Hey, and this is my new favorite candy of the trip, Keks. It's kind of like a wafer, and it's really good. Here's a nice little park with some flowers. But to be honest, if you don't have anything planned, it's kind of nothing to do here except walk around, look at the beauty, which isn't bad. But I would probably plan something here because you're here for quite a long time. This is also a frisbee golf course here, and we're right by the ships, just over those houses. We did find Feastables at the grocery store there, so Mr. Beast made it all the way here to Iceland. So I'm gonna eat this one here, and the price actually is about the same as it would be in the United States, so that's cool. But we're just chilling here at the park. We still got a couple hours here, but I think we're headed back to the ship. But definitely plan something to do here in Akureyri. I don't know how to say that, but Iceland. One of the northernmost port cities, I think. Right at the end of the, well, I don't know if it's a port city, but it's right at the end of a fjord. A lot of whale watching and other excursions, but you kind of need to plan that ahead of time to be safe because I think they're an all-day affair. But let's head back to the ship. Made it back to the harbor here in the fjord, and there is the Sky Princess. I think princess ships look really beautiful from front on. We've been walking through this neighborhood here. It looks beautiful, all these old houses. There's cool sculpture, kind of creepy though. So we didn't get on, but those of you who are on the Prima slip, or ours is right here, you can walk around. That building right there is the Akureyri, however you say the city's name, the scooter rental. And if you see, they've got them all lined up. And it's about $30 per hour. If the more hours you buy, the cheaper it is. You can get single for $30 and double for $50. And it looks like a lot of fun. And I think there's not really street legal, but you can take them on the sidewalks, and there's tons of sidewalks in private areas. We walked up to them, but they're fully booked, and they're waiting on more to come back. But something to do here. You walk over here and wait. But we're probably going to try to do it in another town instead of here. But there's also shops and food trucks here. And Brittany got herself a hot dog. An all beef one. But here's the food trucks, and we're right here in the shadows of our ship. And I'm having a Coke Zero with Stakini, I think it's.
Stephanie, let me see.
With Stakini here in Iceland.
Me, I'm solo. I
Oh,
have no.
You have no one.
No friends. I'm a solo traveler.
Well, this is Iceland, Reykjavík. Getting back on the ship. But yeah, I recommend if you want to explore and don't run over to that scooter place, which is right over there. It'll say the town's name and scooter. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna zoom in. There's a Norwegian Prima leaving. Here in where is this place? Akureyri. I can't remember now. Akureyri, Iceland. Beautiful shot. So we are leaving Akureyri, Iceland right now, and I'm on whale watch. I don't see anything, but I heard there could be a chance. Oh yeah, you can see him under the water. There he is, right there. Wow. Oh wow. That's cool. We decided to come to the sushi restaurant. I think it's called Ocean, and it is included in the Princess Plus plan. They have a set menu you could get with some sushi rolls, a seaweed salad, edamame, and I believe that's it. We decided to go a la carte and save the $15 cover charge fee for Alfredo's, which is right across the way, which we went to already, but I think we want to get a calzone and a pizza. It was pretty filling over there. Versus over here, I don't think it's as filling, so we bought this a la carte instead. So here's the show we're going to watch. Mind-blowing theatrics of a virtual reality world comes to life through technology and acrobatics. In the Princess Theater. This theater does not look that big in my opinion, but it's not bad. We got our certificate of crossing the Arctic Circle. It happened. We officially have taken the Panama Canal and crossed the Arctic Circle. What's next? Nothing can hold us back.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
I wasn't a huge fan of the show. Was good, but it was just very. The seating was horrible. Very packed in there. We got so hot, and the show would not end. Which most of the times I think it's good, but very cool technology. I think it's almost should be on another ship. I don't know. It was good though. So we're here in Ísafjörður, Iceland, and we were going to be tendering, but I just heard an announcement. We were going to take our time and not get off the ship because we were going to wait till just open tendering, because if not, you got to wait at 7:30, get a ticket, wait till they call the group number. They just made an announcement that the captain and navigational team were able to dock successfully for the first time in Ísafjörður Princess. He said Princess Cruises for the first time, so I guess we're on a record-setting journey here. So that's good. We don't need... I don't like tendering that much anyway. It's fun, but it takes up a lot of the day in a way too. But look at the views here where we're at, and excuse my reflection. Let me open the window. Sun is out. Look at this. Looks like a volcano almost. I'm right by the runway. Here comes like a yacht. Oh, here comes the Corinthian. Must be another luxury cruise. That one looks nicer though. By Ponent. Let's try to find out the price of that guy. But look at this beautiful... Oh my gosh, it's stunning. We just got off on deck 5. They had an option on deck 5, which was cool. We're here in Ísafjörður. First time. There's not much here unless you go away. So there's like go do excursions there. Oh, I see the scooters.
Oh, okay.
Run! They have all kinds of stuff though. They have a little cafe and different things. Wonder how far we could get in an hour. I chose to wear shorts and it is cold. I thought it wouldn't have been because on our balcony it was so nice. Seabourn is here, the Skjolden, and then in front of that was another luxury cruise. But this is the first time a Royal class ship with Princess has been able to dock successfully on the pier here in Ísafjörður. So I actually went and changed because it was too windy, and we're going to do these scooters, so I'm much warmer now. Got pants on. Here is our scooters. And we're gonna go.
Alright.
Here we are on our scooters. It's pretty cool. I recommend doing this. It's a fast, well, not super fast. Like, there's no way you could fall out. I do have my seatbelt on, but I don't think it's even required, actually. Just making sure there's no cars here. Brittany's way ahead of me here. You look ridiculous. It looks like we're in a nursing home. I don't think you know where you're going. But look at this view here. Apart from the wind, where else can you go on a scooter on your way to a waterfall than here in Ísafjörður? I don't know how to say it. Ísafjörður, Iceland. There's our ship, and that's the amazing view we have of our stateroom. We're on the port side, and there's 2 other smaller luxury ships right behind us. I recommend doing this excursion. It is cold, but it's very fun. I mean, come on. Beautiful. Oh, you're putting on your jacket?
Yeah, don't forget gloves on this excursion, or make sure you buy some.
They will sell you gloves there for $10 each. He said 6, but maybe 6 euros, or I don't know what that was, but it scared me. I think it's just a rock. But this is a look at all the wildflowers, and up there looks like a tunnel, maybe a mine entrance. I saw an old decommissioned mine, and they turned it behind us into a kid's like skate park amongst the pile of rubble. Like they got ramps and different things. There's an interesting bird. But this is truly beautiful. Brittany behind me. My hat, my hoodie is basically off, so make sure and bring like a beanie. Don't forget your chapstick. My lips are getting really dry out here. But this is definitely, I think, on the list to do, and I think it's very inexpensive. Sure, it's not super fast. We're going 15 kilometers an hour. At max speed, this baby could do 30 kilometers per hour, but that is disabled for good reason. The tires aren't that big, and if you go off-road in this thing at that speed, I'm pretty sure you're damaging it, or you're damaging yourself. But we are almost to this waterfall, I believe, so let's see what happens. Look at up there, the mist up there on top of that mountain. Here's a freshwater stream going here into the fjord. I think we're getting close. There's like a store there. Beautiful.
I can't look cute. I'm not aesthetically pleasing in these moments. Does that look better?
You look good.
Good.
It's hard to look bad with that behind you. Look how beautiful it is, the fjord and the cruise ships.
It's so pretty. It is gorgeous here, I have to say. And all of their font is like the Nestle Odds font. Oh, it's cold though. Where's this damn waterfall?
It's around this corner here. I saw it.
Just around the river bend.
We're getting close to this waterfall. We are completely around here. I call it the bay, but the end of the fjord. There is our cruise ship on the right. And we went all the way around here. It's not bad because walking would have taken a lot longer. And just here at the end of the fjord is the freshwater, the waterfall, the rain, the snow melt waterfall. Because this is summer here in Iceland. Even though it is chilly for us Floridians. Look at how beautiful that is. This is summer in Iceland. So we couldn't find the waterfall, and then we looked, and it's just like right here in this opening. So we're gonna head that way and see if we can get to it.
Guys, it's hard to see. And these tiny little birds. Oh my god, they're so small. Look, oh look. Okay, so she's playing dead, or she's playing hurt to like make us come to her. Oh my gosh. So her babies must be...
It looks like right here, and it knows to hide. These birds are getting mad at me. Let's get through the gauntlet of birds. So we made it to this waterfall where we don't really have time to hike, but we made it. Skjolden. I don't know how to say it. It's beautiful. I guess we're hiking. I looked and Brittany was going. It smells great here. The air is fresh and you can smell the flowers. Time to head back to the scooters, then back towards the ship so we can turn them in because we only rented them for 2 hours. I don't know what the penalty is if you go over. We just finished our excursion, or our mobility scooter rental here. I call it that, but it's scooter rental in Ísafjörður. I still don't remember how she said it. She said it so beautifully, but it sounds so simple the way she said it. And I'm sure you're just hearing wind, but now we're just gonna walk into town. And I heard there's a good bakery here and some other things, so let's go check it out. Here's the Seaborn Skjolden and the Ponant Le Champlain. And I know those people paid a lot more than we did to do this itinerary, because those are luxury brands, and you can see how much smaller they are, but everything is included, even the excursions.
Even the excursions?
Usually in those type of things, yeah.
Wow.
So let's head into town and learn a language. This old little corner unit here, it's like there's metal on the outside. I love that. That is tiny. I kind of want to film it. That is small. That's all I would need though. It's like hectagonal. And it's right on the end. But these are the streets of Ísafjörður, the town. I don't even know the name of this place. It's just like a coffee shop here in town on the top floor. Sourdough with jam and butter and a cheese. It's good. Here's a local Iceland dog waiting for his owner. Here's some local bakery items, and look at these pies. Here at the bakery, we got an apricot, I don't know, pastry, coconut chocolate pastry, and then a brownie. That was an amazing time in Ísafjörður, Iceland. And look at this view again in my stateroom, from my stateroom. It's peaceful and quiet on this side. And we just got to see a lot of the Arctic terns, however you say that. Those birds there protecting the field that their babies were in. They were dive bombing us. And we had such a great time today. I recommend renting those scooters. So the family who operates that business, they have it here and also in Akureyri, Iceland, which is more the whale watching kind of port. This one you can do it as well, but they have a lot of that, but tons to drive around and see yourself if that's something you'd like to do. And we had a great time, but now it's time for nap. We are about to sail away, but if you look, there's sheep made it out here on the shore here, and we are about to sail away. We're good. We are back at open sea, but here's Iceland here on this side. And I was looking, it just looks like Inception. It just keeps repeating itself. There's just mountain ridge. And it's all like level up there, like flat. So that must have been the level, and then the ice and volcanoes carved it out. And now it's just slowly getting eroded by the rain and wind and waves. Off to the buffet. It is after 9 p.m. here, right outside of Iceland. We left Ísafjörður, which was probably way down there now, and just off in the distance is the Seaborn ship closer to the coast. They're getting good views on that ship. It is a lot smaller, so it can do that. But I am beat. The day is over, but I wanted to quickly show you what you get here on board Princess. Every day you get your Princess patter for the next day, which includes your port time, your docking, and all that stuff. The entertainment, opening times, the standard stuff. It's in color. They also give you a rundown of every port. Need to know stuff, important time frames, the plan for the day, so to speak, the estimated weather and rain chances. They also include on the back a QR code and a map, basically with the closest walking point from the pier, which would be here. And it's about a 5-minute walk either way to get to the center of town, which is kind of right there. And this is going to be in Grundarfjörður tomorrow. And we can scan that QR code and then get schedules, information, attractions, and whatnot on this port and be ready for the next day. Tomorrow is a tender port and it's unavoidable, whereas today it was a miracle and we did not have to do the tendering. But tomorrow it's unavoidable and we will be doing it. Stay tuned for that. Have a good night. And if you haven't, make sure you follow this channel. Good night from Iceland. Good morning from Grundarfjörður, Iceland. You can see it's a little windy out here. It's a little chilly. And we are in a water shuttle port, so we are anchored here. And we are going to be getting on the water shuttles momentarily. And I'll show you what that's like for those of you who want to know. There's the city, and the wind has kind of picked up out of nowhere. It was pretty calm all morning, and now it's windy. We have rain expected late this evening, later this afternoon, I guess. It is in the morning, and look at the clouds coming down the mountains right now. That was not there earlier. It's almost like in Game of Thrones when the White Walkers are coming. First things first, we're going to go get a water shuttle ticket because you have to get that. They still have not released it to just open taxiing, which at some point they do that. It's still early enough, even though it is 10:56 a.m. and we're finally going to go get that. But that's available on deck 7 on this ship, but they will let you know where to go. It's just a number. Let's go. All right, we just emerged through like the main shopping hub area. And I kind of see a line here. This is where the water shuttle tickets are. And we're going to go wait in line. You can kind of see the line here. Kind of a queue line here. Good morning. I need 2.
2, of course. So that's group 38.
38.
Yes, so for now, one entrance that's ready.
Thank you.
How long is the ride?
So we're group number 38, and we have to wait till they announce it. So we are going down I call it the shell stairs, because they spiral down here from deck 7 to 5. And we're going to wait here till they call our number, which should be soon. They are already ready. We made it. Now we're going down one more deck of steps here to get on the shuttle. Morning.
Water step, please.
Easy. This is the first time I actually water taxied in one of their lifeboats, but here's a good representation of what a lifeboat looks like. In some ships they're double level, but I think some of them aren't as nice in here. This is the ones they use for taxiing, so they're a little nicer and optimized. But you can go on the roof, which is nice, but we're not up there. It's already full of people. Here we go. Got some get up and go in these. I like it. It was actually really quick. We probably didn't even need to go get those numbers because I didn't even verify them. She just said, yep, go on down. And I think there's people waiting for no reason, but whatever. It's pretty orderly and it's not cram-packed. I have a ton of space here. We could have probably fit easily another 15, 20 people right here. And they didn't, which is nice. They just said, okay, go on. So that is a good snapshot of when it's easy to do a water shuttle. So we've been on a few other ones where it's a little more waiting. They claim it would take up to 30 minutes, but I honestly don't think it's going to be that long. I'm thinking 10 to 15 to get to the town, which is less than a mile away. I don't know exactly, but it's the town of Grundarfjörður, and we're about to pull up. So here is side of the line. Well, there's a captain right there. Let's go. We are going. Here comes another one right now. It's beautiful here. Very harbory, like northeast, until you see the mountains, of course. Northeast, like Maine, Rhode Island. Jesus. Yeah, it's a good angle for my hamstring. That is how you successfully do a water shuttle or a tender process. Pretty painless. And now here is Grundarfjörður. Really like the name of that hotel. There's a good shot of Sky Princess there in this clearing opening. And you can see our massive chain there. So we're still pretty much in the industrial part of town or the harbor. But look at these little sculptures, probably on their way to being a bigger piece. But they're out here, I guess, holding. Maybe they'll be shipped somewhere. But they're cool. They got pieces of rebar. Maybe that's how they connect to each other. I also smashed my finger this morning, my thumb. I don't know if you can see that. Have you ever seen a child's playground, a park with that view? Look at that. They even have a little greenhouse for the color days for them to play in. There's probably a school near here. Here's a little grocery store and cafe, and they also sell gas here. Let's look for the eggs. Here they are. The prices of eggs. $11.19. I think that's the price. This is for 0.75 of a liter. Oh no, here's some. $6.39. $1 equals 138 Icelandic kroner, roughly. It looks like it could be anywhere from $6 to $12 for a dozen. Somewhere in there, $7 to $12. Old post office is also a guest house. So I'm assuming that's like a hostel or a hotel type thing. I have not seen many locals. They probably just close their door this time of day when people are in port and wait until we leave to come out. Because as Brittany said, we're just kind of walking through people's neighborhoods. Haven't seen a dog walking, anything. Here's a nice shot of the wildflowers now that there's no more houses right here. What it might look like without people, maybe. Probably more trees. With the beautiful mountain in the background. Local cat out there. Kitty! Kitty! Kitty, 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 kitty. Look at the Icelandic cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. 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 Meow, meow. Hey, kitty. She's out there playing. Where are you hunting? You like it out here? What a perfect place for a cat, just out there in the field with the bugs. Yes! Kitty! Kitty! You're a good kitty. Miss Icelandic Kitty, she walked on away from us and met some other people, but what a nice cat. Just happy out here chilling in this beautiful wildflower field here in Grundarfjörður, Iceland. I try to say it correct, but that's as close as I can get. Wow, people are walking all the way to those waterfalls. I don't know if you want to. You can keep walking, and there is a little waterfall opening there, kind of around here. Good map of Grundarfjörður. And there's hiking trails. I hear those birds. But there's a waterfall there. There's waterfalls everywhere, basically. It's definitely easy to walk. Brittany pointed out there's horses up there. I doubt they're wild, but they're up here on the hillside. And I see at least 1, 2, 3, at least 4 waterfall opportunities. There's very little that is ugly. I don't think there's any ugly view out of that house. And it does look like somebody's house. So this house or business has its own little street sign here. Hellenafell. Or maybe that's for this main road. I'm not sure. Oh, here's the Kirk Ufel food tasting. This is where you can taste shark and different things. I'm gonna film as people walk because they're being warned by the local Arctic Trins?
Those are
Yeah, those are the same ones to stay away from their breeding ground where their eggs and clutches and babies are. So those 3 people in black there. Let's see if they get accosted. No, it's like he picks and chooses who to... Oh wait, he's coming back. Oh, he's getting back up. He called back up. I guess it doesn't find those people threatening. Let's keep going towards the waterfall. He just did a reconnaissance. This one here he just flew a warning shot. We're not walking over there, buddy. We're going down the road. And I recommend walking here. You can't walk on the road, but it says 70km/h speed limit. You little dirty trollop Arctic bird. Leave me alone. I don't want your stuff or your pole. Leave me alone. But they have this nice walking path here for people instead of going on the main road, which you can see some of these cars are slowing down because there's people in the road. I don't know if it's on, but Brittany just pointed out that it's hot fence. It's white electrical. And we think those are puffins up there.
Those aren't puffins. But
But it's a different species of bird. They're doing like a little ceremonial dance up there on top of that little rock.
I wonder how many people hit this fence.
I know. It appears as if that waterfall is off limits because there's fencing in front of it. And there appears to be this house with this cool dome here, geodesic, probably camping or Airbnb spot. And there's also like a shed in the back. They have a cool little structure, house complex there. But this is a very easy walk. As you can see, we've barely gone up and down any elevations or anything. It's just pretty much down here near the sea level. And I think that waterfall is definitely open to the public because I see plenty of people over there. Oh no, they're coming back. Oh, those aren't the same ones. Those are nice ones, maybe. And it looks like there's horses in here. That's beautiful. It looks like it's a waterfall like valley. Here's a little bit of the waterfall. We didn't want to hike up there because that seems like it's somebody's property, but there's more of a different waterfall in the background. Somebody's sitting here having a quiet moment, so I don't want to sneak up on them. And Brittany's filming, but look at how beautiful. This is very volcanic. The rocks here. I don't know what that is. It just landed on me. I don't think it's a biting bug. Finished with the first waterfall. We're going to try and make it to the other ones we saw if we have enough time. I stopped and chatted for a while with a lovely French lady who lives in England now. I don't remember her. Well, we're not going to say names anyway, but in case you watch this one day, good talking to you. But look at this beautiful mountain and the sharp top. It almost looks like an animal. There's our ship. And we're almost there, I think. Here's the big waterfall, and much more of a waterfall. It's pretty short, but it's mighty compared to the last one. It's probably higher actually, but it's quite popular here as I pan around. There's more people behind me, but you can see our cruise ship way over there, and there's the town of Grundarfjörður, and then the mountains are behind me here. Some of the mountains, and they're quite beautiful. I like this one in front though. The peak with the fjord or harbor on the other side. Beautiful. The wind is picking up, which that means one thing, the rain is picking up. Look at the dust coming off of the road here. We are very carefully walking down from this beautiful waterfall back there. There's Brittany. The wind is picking up, so I think the rain is going to be coming shortly thereafter. So we got off of there, but we're on our way back now. Just a little bit of a walk to get to that ship. And also look at these people hiking up there. There's somebody in orange. You can see them quite well. I wonder how, and I see people way up, halfway up at least, in black. So that would be interesting. One day we'll come back and do that. We will. So there's the bottom level of the waterfall. So this waterfall has like 2 or 3 levels right here. So if the top's too crowded, come down here. And it's stunning. Now we're pretty much back at sea level. And that was worth the walk. It's very walkable. There's very little incline till the very end, just to get up to the top there, as you see. Well, let's get the hell out of here. I'm hungry. Here comes some horses. I think they're locals, but I'm not gonna film them up close. That is cool. So they go behind us. As you can see, the mountains are sending us a message, get out while you can, as I said earlier. I definitely think rain is going to be here because it was not like this. I'm being pushed, and you probably cannot even hear me. I'm being pushed as I walk here under these little trees they planted here that are quite, hopefully they hold up to the wind as they get taller. But we had an amazing day here in Grundarfjörður, Iceland. That's how I'm going to speak from now on. And Brittany is somewhere behind me. She may be a little worse for the wear. We had a long walk. We walked all the way over there, and then we walked up here a little bit. Tons of waterfalls. We definitely walked a few miles so far, and we're still not done because we had to make it to the ship. But let's head back to beautiful Grundarfjörður. So this is the city limit here at Grundarfjörður. Also behind us is not. I think that's a restroom. I think this is a restroom. I'm gonna go see. I really gotta pee. I don't know if it is. It might not be. I don't know. I'm gonna go check. I gotta pee so bad. It's showing electric. It's locked. It's not a bathroom. It's not a bathroom. We stopped off here at the Via Verde coffee shop. Wait, this is cool. Oh, I got different treats.
Perfect, thank you.
The carrot cake. I know. And then this is a marriage cake. And then we each got a Swiss mocha, which it's like a richer hot chocolate here, but everything in here is for sale. There's like books, kids books, puzzles, board games. So if you're ever here Airbnb-ing, or if you live here for a few months, you got tons of stuff here. It's a cool little coffee shop right in the port, basically. The ship's right that way. Time to try these treats. So there's the name of it. Kleine Kompan. I don't know how you say that. Kompanide. Opid must be open. We're gonna walk this way, which is cool because we didn't walk that way. We walked from around. But actually, no, we saw that. The ship is right over those trees. You can't see it, but it's right over there. But this is it for Grundarfjörður. There's another small town, which is where the waterfalls are. Kirkjafen, something like that. But what a beautiful place. We are getting back, I think, just in time. The wind is atrocious out here. And the weather conditions probably aren't conducive to tendering. But they're going to try. Look, they're struggling coming in because of the wind. So you can see how rough the wind is making it out there once we get out. Our ship is just around here, so we can't see it, but you can see how rough the waters are there. So this is going to be exciting. Wow, that is rough. Back on board after that treacherous water. It got a little rough there, but it was quick. It's surprisingly quick for how bad the conditions are now. But we don't feel the water at all on this big ship. I don't feel it. But look at that beautiful waterfall right there. And I had the door closed because it's quite windy. William's outside. But that was pretty much Grundarfjörður, Iceland. And now it's time for food and rest. And then tomorrow is Reykjavík, the capital city of Iceland. There we will be at the Blue Lagoon. So stay tuned for that. Bye. Here is Reykjavík, Iceland, the capital. It is definitely the largest city I think we've been to, but look at the weather. It is quite rainy or misty and drizzly. We're about to start getting ready to get off today. We will be in the Blue Lagoon. We're going to see how that's like. So we're going to be wet anyway, so I guess it's fine that it's raining. But let's go. I don't think we can film much in there. I think we're allowed to take our phones and take like photos and non-professional filming, but not in the changing room obviously, but in the lagoon itself. So we'll have some idea of what to share with you, some footage there, but let's get ready to go. When we come back, we will be dropped in the city center, and there is a free shuttle service that goes round trip from here to the port to the city center, which is about 10 minutes of driving away from here. The shuttle does get real busy between 9 and 11 a.m. They start service at about 8 a.m. once you dock here, at least with Princess. So keep that in mind if you got something to do, or you want to do something, get off early and then come back after the rush, so sometime after 11 a.m. All right.
This morning I'm busted regardless, but I figure we're gonna get wet, so I don't need to get pretty.
Exactly. Just got off the bus stop here at the Harpa. Look at all the little towers. These people are insane. And the Harpa's like the opera, the orchestra, right? Yeah. Oh, it is? We are waiting for our Blue Lagoon bus to arrive. Hopefully the wind's not bad. But Princess just came here and they're setting up the gazebo because it is a pretty dreary day. So that's cool. For the return shuttle to the port, we can wait, some of us at least, under a gazebo. We just got on our Blue Lagoon bus and it's a cool bus. It's almost like a Alaska train or a Swiss Alps train. But I'm gonna pan around. Here's the infamous bathroom on these coaches. If you remember from my YouTube video when we were in Le Havre, France, on our way to Mont Saint-Michel, we had an incident on the bus where somebody had to go and they didn't make it. And then come to find out, they could have used that. That would have been a better option than what ended up happening, which is the poor person soiled themselves and the whole bus smelled. But anyway, that's an adventure we had, a 3-hour tour with a pool. Anyway, on our way to the Blue Lagoon in Reykjavík. I'm loving this coach. Good look at the, I would assume is the expensive area to live in, one of the expensive areas. Beautiful, very large homes, and there's a lake and a park on the other side of me. More like a park. Very nice. I kind of miss some of the nice ones, but here's a pedestrian bridge over there, and there's a park. And there's even lights in the trees. We saw, I'm assuming, city employees or government employees that were taking care of all the landscaping, the weeding, and the attention to detail with the flowers, the annuals and the perennials. Here's a quick shot of Reykjavík Airport, it looks like, or one of them. There might be more than one, but I see the airstrip over there. So we just got off of the bus. We're here at like a bus terminal and we have some time, 15 minutes. We're waiting for other guests to arrive and our departure time is at 9 a.m. So because it's it's actually quite scary. You can see there, looks like they scoop it up and try to dam it up and divert it. But here's the one side of the volcano. And here's the power plant that is also next to Blue Lagoon. The water, it already smells a little sulfury here. So the Blue Lagoon water comes from that plant that utilizes the geothermic heat to turn the turbines and generate the electricity. You can see everything's quite steamy here already. Pretty smart concept. Utilize the wastewater, although it is clean, and pump it into a man-made lagoon for tourists to come pay a lot of money and sit in. Water here. The mineral content is really high. They recommend not wearing jewelry or glasses or anything like that, as it can tarnish metals, various metals, and the hinges on your glasses can corrode faster. So I'm wearing contacts and this bad boy is going in the locker. It doesn't look packed today, which is nice, but let's go check out the Blue Lagoon. There we are. Here's me with my conditioner in. So there's the lagoon. I'm trying not to get anybody, but I'm gonna leave my phone out here, but just so y'all can see it. It's quite massive, and there's saunas, and I'm right by the cafe behind it. We're here. I got the phone in a bag, so it may not look good. This is nice. I'm here in the Blue Lagoon. I don't know if you can hear me, but fun fact, you're actually, when you're here, you're swimming in energy power plant wastewater. But it's geothermic wastewater, so it's clean water. It's just mineral enriched hot water that's slightly cooler than when it went through the power plant, which is right nearby. There's also a volcano behind us through the mist there. That's a volcano. It's crazy that, and we saw a lot of lava stuff there, but anyway, interesting fact here. We got some, I got some sparkling cider, and you got a Pepsi, adventurous. We found a corner here by the bar. So my hair feels worse than doesn't feel soft. Here's the line for the mud mask, the silica mud mask, and you get it here. I don't know where you wash it off though. Here I am with my lava mask on. Here is step 2. 10 minutes. Last step is that algae because I have oily skin, I was told. Well, I told her. Oh, this feels good actually. This is the one, this is more like a lotion. Oh, it kind of has like an unscented smell.
Yeah.
It's funny how unscented things have a smell. It kind of smells like Play-Doh. Here we are, looking fly. Oh, I got it all on my mustache. Yes, there we go. 10 minutes, I'll be young and beautiful. Well, we are finished. At least I am for the water here. We're chilling. Ooh, my God, look at my hair. But we're in the cafe and in our robes and just waiting. We're gonna go shower and change and be ready for the bus, and we're done. We're done. There's the exclusive area up there. Those people, you can only have access from, I think, this building and then over there. But there's plenty of lagoon area for the premium, which is this one, and then the basic. The basic is probably all you need, to be honest. You just get an extra mask and an extra drink and a robe. Well, we are done with the lagoon. And there is that wall to help divert the lava flow Next eruption. That is a tall wall too. You can tell by the bus in front of it. I think my face is a little smoother, if not red. It's very scrubbed. I'm younger from coming here. I recommend it. If you book through Blue Lagoon, those are the buses there. They leave every 15 after the hour. So 1:15, 2:15, 3:15 until midnight. So I assume 12:15 a.m. And it's the blue, those right there, I believe, or one of those. We are trying to make it back because we are a little close to the time. Another good look at the power plant here where the runoff water becomes the Blue Lagoon water. And the volcano is also right kind of around there. But here's this big wall again. That is part of the volcano and it goes on a little bit right there. And it's active on the other side of that wall right there that they've built up. So they have like a dam to stop it from going out.
You've been gone.
Here's a little like some vendor stalls, some pubs on the side streets. There's pizza. There's like a mall, hot dog. Everybody's looking at the dog. Good dog. Brittany found a food hall off that street. We're gonna go check it out. Wow, that's a cute cat. So here in this little square is the actual viral Icelandic hot dog. I'm not waiting in that line because I had the better one in Akureyri. We just say here on the corner, Horned, and that means corner, Brittany found out, in Icelandic. And that is the first Italian restaurant to open in Iceland or Reykjavík, maybe both. Since 1978, I believe, the same family has run it. Uh-oh. Well, that's it for Reykjavík. We are walking back to the Harpa, which is that building there. We stopped by the Phallic Museum or the Penis Museum. I don't know what it's actually called, but I had an expensive coffee drink there. But we didn't go in because we're short on time. But you can actually see a lot and then see the gift shop, and there's some funny, interesting things there. On our way back, that's it. Brittany just saw that that's a Nat Geo expedition ship, and I think that's the Embarkation terminal right there. Money. They're probably going up to Svalbard. So here's the Harpa. Now that the weather's somewhat cleared, you can see our cruise ship off in the distance. And where all those buses are, that's where you would catch, usually, I can't promise you, but the shuttle to get back to the cruise terminal, the free shuttle. Goodbye Reykjavik, goodbye Iceland. We'll always remember you. Here's an ice sculpture and it is leaning. Welcome to the room tour of B318, a mini suite, a basic mini suite or a regular mini suite on board Sky Princess with Princess Cruises. Let's go take a look at what this sweet cabin has to offer. First of all Princess guests will get a complimentary tote, not just suite guests. So we have 2 of them, but we stashed them in this bigger tote here. So as you saw when I entered, that was the medallion technology, which is here. You have this on your person at all times. Well, not when you're sleeping, but when you leave your stateroom, and it will unlock the door as you approach. You don't have to tap anything. Your doorknob will turn green and you can open your door. You do have your manual light settings here, and this stays in just to power everything. You do not have a room card. This room is unique because there is a wardrobe right here as you come in. And panning around, forgive our room because it is a little messy. We are packing. Today is our last day. But this room is a little longer than a standard balcony. So a normal balcony would not have this extra space. From here to about the bed, it would be that much shorter. Let me close this bathroom door so I can give you a tour of what we got going on here, and then we'll look at the bathroom last. But you get a very ample wardrobe here, and as you can see, we are pretty much packed. You do get the standard kind of wardrobe here. Those are the clothes I'm wearing tomorrow, so ignore those. You get your safe, plenty of drawers, or shelves I should say, as well as plenty of shelf space above the actual wardrobe. There is no door for it, so if you have a lot of clothes, they kind of will stick out. This was a 2-week cruise, so we did have a lot, but all my stuff is packed in that little bag right there, but we're good to go. Coming out of this area, there also is a full-length mirror here right in the wardrobe, so you can turn around, get dressed there, and face the mirror. There's also a half kind of mirror here, and we usually keep all our stuff right here, our medallions and whatnot right here. It's kind of like your key shelf when you're at home. So we have our bed. Forgive it's messy, but it's a queen, and it's in the configuration of a queen, but you can also have this room in 2 twin beds. And what they would do is put the beds by the wall and move these out in the middle, the nightstands. But you do have USB built in to the light here, USB-A, old-fashioned USB, and a couple of drawers and a little spot there, which that's always where I put my glasses when I go to sleep. You do have master controls for the lighting. Both sides of the bed do, so you can turn off every light with those switches except for these little lamps here are touch. They're only controlled by the touch, the switch. You do get 2 televisions in this category or room here, and then one in the living room over there. Here's the old, updated but old, what do you call this, AC switch, and just blue for cool and red for heat, obviously. Panning around here, let's approach this way. Forgive the mess again. You can see here is the other side of the bed and the other nightstand. We do have a curtain here to give you separation of space in case somebody wants to sleep with the lights off in here and somebody wants to enjoy the sun or the TV out here in the living room, which is very nice. So that's where that extra space kind of builds in. You have this extra very messy area for us here. It's unfortunately it is very messy right now. We are packing. You do get a full-size couch here that will turn into a bed, so you could sleep 4 in this room, this category room. There's another nightstand there, more of a side table nightstand, and I'm gonna try to be quiet because our neighbors are out. But as well as you get the curtain here, the 2 sets for the balcony. These are controlled by the master switches. These accent lighting. You do get this lighting here above the mirror of wardrobe, which we have really dirty. Forgive me. I was listening to the TV. I forgot it's playing. I was like, who is that? You do get your fridge. Plenty of drawers right here. And of course your hair dryer is down there. Plenty of drawers. Laundry bags down there. You do get this little coffee table, which you can move anywhere you like. Here's the second TV, and of course you can, sorry about that, you can look at the weather anytime and your location, and here's the balcony. We were just enjoying some wine. Now I didn't want to talk too loud out there, so I'm going to talk in here. The balcony is a standard size. It seems a little, it's not as deep as some balconies, especially being a suite category, but this is the entry-level suite. With these curtains, we like to push them all the way back to really open up the space when we don't need them. But I do like the design of this room, the overall aesthetic. Like this up here is real beautiful detail to the light here above the bed. This is also where the AC comes from here, and then also this little vent right here. Fun fact of at least this ship is the AC does not cut off when you open up the balcony door. Do what you want with that information. We've left our balcony door open and the air running the whole time. Well, when it's been nice outside, it's cooler. The balcony's a little small, but it's fine enough. We can sit out there and eat, and we did have a romantic dinner out there for two. You can see that in one of my other videos, hopefully. But let's go check out the bathroom. All right, here is the restroom with the light on the outside, as usual. That's pretty standard. There is that high lip in here. This is not an ADA room, so you will have to step up and remember not to trip on that. There is a night light here, a motion light, which is nice out here in the wardrobe, which comes on as you approach, even in the dark, which will assist you in entering the restroom. But here you can see panning around kind of in here. We have a tub shower combo with 3 speeds or different wash settings. And that's really nice to have, especially when you've had a long walk, your shoulders and stuff, your neck, hot water, because we all know about the ship hot water. It is the hottest water on the planet, cruise ship water, or it can be. They have safety measures, so you can't really go past the hottest part unless you hold that down, and then you can really crank it up like scalding hot, which I don't know, maybe to clean it, but usually we keep it like right there. You do get more amenities here in a mini suite by Beekman. For now, Beekman 1802. Unfortunately, this is a shampoo and conditioner combo, and this is a body wash. A lot of other suites and different brands will have the conditioner separate. So you'll have 3 things in there. So of course, even though it's dirty, we have our own shampoo and conditioner just for those days we need them. Tons of towel hanging space. Even up here, we have an extra towel. Here is your standard shelving kinda. I like this shelving. A lot of cruise ships, the newer ones, are going away from this. I've kind of taken over the top 2, unfortunately, for Brittany, but she's packed up already, her stuff. You do have your standard outlet combo there for US and international. And then tons of stuff down here if you need to store stuff. And they put the extra toilet tissue and the bath mat there for when you're showering. I don't use that though because to me it doesn't feel slippery enough. We have a very good sink, lots of pressure. And then you also get 2 amenities out here, the hand wash and the body lotion by Beekman. Tons of lighting in here as well, as you can kind of tell, which is nice. One last feature I want to show you is we got to turn the lights off. I'll show you another feature they have built in, which I've only seen on luxury in liners, luxury cruises. So on the sides of the beds here, when it's dark and you step out of the bed, okay, here we go. Oh, I missed it the minute I approach. So as you get out of bed, it will illuminate your pathway. Let me see if this side does it, because I don't recall. Oh, it looks like I'm the lucky one. So at least that side has it, the one by the main part of the room. It's kind of nice, but it will blind you if your foot hangs off the bed in the middle of the night if you're sensitive to light. But that's it for a mini suite here on the Sky Princess. We had a good 14 days in here and it feels like home. It's kind of sad to leave. I really enjoyed it. I recommend this suite. I don't know if we would have paid full price for it. We did get this as like a discount or an offer, basically, for a family of 4 or people who want more space, a little more amenities. This is a very nice room. Otherwise, a standard balcony will be fine. You're just going to lose about, I think, 4 to 5 feet of depth in the room. But other than that, it's pretty much the same room. The bathroom's going to be similar. Well, you're not going to have a tub, I don't think. You may just have a shower. So if a tub is something you need to look for a mini suite and up, or a family type room possibly. But again, this is with Princess Cruises, and this has been a mini suite on board Sky Princess. Bye-bye. As you can see around me, I am in deck 5 of the Sky Princess, and we are at sea, but I wanted to show you this, and welcome to the ship tour of Sky Princess here in the North Atlantic. And let me get it started because there's people watching. First of all, let me start right here. I'm trying to make sure my mic is placed in a good spot so you all can hear me. I just want to show you this map. So I am here right now. Right behind me is a restaurant, and there's not much actually to deck 5 because there's no staterooms. And then back here would be the galley for the restaurant, which are also up above us. Let's go ahead and start our tour here on deck 5, Plaza Deck. Hello, me again. Here is the Soleil dining room, which is right here towards the aft of deck 5, but it's not completely in the aft. It's because the galley is actually aft. I think I can take a peek in here. We have not been in this diner. Whoa, that door is heavy. They have breakfast, lunch, and dinner on this ship. At least every day we've checked for lunch. We actually came in here though yesterday and ate lunch right here. and it was a nice spot. It is aft though, but you just don't have truly aft views. You have on the side here, and look at how rough it is. But I'm gonna get out because I don't want to. They're in the process of getting it all ready. And tonight is gala dinner, which is like the big dinner. Dress up. See here if they have any kind of lobster, right? I don't see it, but I see truffle risotto with grilled prawns, seared mustard crusted tuna, Cornish game hen. Sounds like plenty of stuff. I don't know what this is, but I think it's important, and I think it has to do with, I have no idea, but it looks important. Back here, of course, there's the stairs, which the stairs on the Sky Princess are very unique, in my opinion, and maybe for all the royal class ships and princess cruises. But you see this set, right? That would normally seem like plenty, correct? Well, let's keep going. Oh, wait, what's this little baby step? There's another one. And there's more steps here. Now, these are the aft steps or stairways. Plenty of stairway space. Here's the other entrance into the Soleil dining room. And a peek into the plaza area here. These elevators you see here, one on each side, are reserved for crew on the aft. Not truly the aft, but the mid, I should say, the mid elevators. Let's head into the main elevator lobby here. This is the elevator lobby which contains the most elevators. There's one on each side here, just like this one. These two in this corner. These two in that corner, and again mirror image, one on this side. Unfortunately, you have to hit the button on every quadrant, so to speak, for them to work. So if you just hit one, you're only going to light up this one area. So these two work together, which is nice. So each corner you have to light up individually. So just keep that in mind. If you're waiting on the elevator that never comes, try to walk around and hit them all. And this is peeking to where I did just record the intro kind of into the piazza. Every princess ship, their atrium is called the piazza. It's very Italian. So this is peeking around the corner from where the restaurant is. Here's an internet cafe that offers great views, in my opinion, to the rough seas. There's some books in there you can use and borrow. Plenty of artwork around the ship too that I really like. So let's walk along this side. Here is the snack shop, merch shop. They have like the teddy bears. I call them the Russian dolls, or I think they're also called the babushka dolls. They have little Fabergé eggs as well. And in the actual jewelry area, they have more expensive versions of those two things as well. Here is the gelato dessert area. Across the way here is the champagne bar. So I'm passing the atrium. Let's point up at the beautiful chandelier as we walk. So this space spans 3 decks, deck 5, 6, and 7. It's a beautiful atrium or piazza with plenty of seating. So here's Bellini's bar. It's Bellini's bar, but I call it like a champagne bar. It's not really though. It's just a bar. Tons of seating here in the center area. And again, the beautiful center piazza area. So this right here is the International Coffee Bar and Cafe, which is open 24 hours on this ship. And I think all Royal Class ships, if not all ships in the Princess Cruises fleet. You can see they have breakfast snacks. All the food is included, and then the coffee is extra unless you have a package. They do have complimentary coffee in various locations, of course, around the ship. There's another bar over here, which is not open yet, as it is probably only 5:30 in the morning right now. It's actually about 4:30 because we sprang forward an hour overnight as we make our way back towards London. This is another great place to sit in the morning. Let's go look at this water real quick. Pretty rough out there. See, there's tons of art everywhere around the ship, which I love. And it's like cool. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of traditional, but also modern. So this is the Vines bar. This is more of the wine bar. So in this nook headed towards the forward of the ship on deck 5, we have the current commanding officers, which we got to meet them all last night at the Captain's Circle dinner. And there is in the red dress is the current cruise director, as well as all the other officers and directors and the executive chef around the ship, the engineers, all of them. Also here is the stuff from the inauguration of the ship. Some details and mementos from 2019. when Sky Princess was entered into service. Hopefully you can see that and you can pause it and read it. There it is. That's the same captain that's still sailing on one of the captains. They're usually in pairs on ships. Over here is probably the best specialty Italian I've had on a cruise ship is Sabatini's. And I don't want to go in there because they have it set up beautifully and it's clean, but you can pretty much make out the details. We sat by the window way over there, which was nice, our second sea day, and it was really good choice in venue to spend the money. Hopefully you can make that out. Sabatini's. Here's guest services on deck 5, as well as the shore excursion desk, which a lot of this you can do all in the app and even in your stateroom, so you don't really have to come down here unless there's an issue or you just want help. Here's a beautiful spa. Now I'm not going in obviously because they're not open, but here's where they do like the hair and the nails and all that stuff, facials, and evidently they have a amazing spa which I have not seen yet, but it is back there. And then we're here to the forward stairwells. So this is as far as you can go on this ship on deck 5. Let's go up. Their elevators are a very decent size, which I am happy for. They're old-fashioned, none of those smart elevators, which I do like a good old-fashioned elevator with the buttons inside. Here we are. It looks very similar to the deck below. They also have this on every floor of the elevators, a legend to help you just find what you're looking for, and they break it up into categories. Their staterooms are done differently here, so every floor, for instance, will have a 310, but they change it with the call letter at the beginning, which is the first letter of the name of the deck. So we're on deck 11, which is the Baja deck. So our room starts with a B. B310, for instance, would be our room on the 11th deck. So deck 6 is considered the Fiesta deck. There's also these interactive screens which you can tap your medallion, which is this, as Princess no longer uses the ship cards. They utilize medallion technology. This screen can give you info and your calendar, your reservations if you just don't want to use your app. Here's a public restroom. Over here is the adult arcade, which is open one way through it. It's kind of like a zigzag, so straight ahead is a dead end, but if you bank to the right, you can cut through on this side of the ship, which would be the port side, and I am looking down the starboard side now. Here's one entrance into the Princess Theater. Let's pop in and see if we can take a look at that. Looks like we can. This is the ADA friendly, or the non-stair entry into the theater, which they suggest you come in on deck 7 for general seating and kind of walk down. But it's a beautiful theater. Kind of modernized as there's no upper mezzanine level, but there's plenty of room in here. They do pack you in very tight. We sat in here and everyone actually in the area got quite hot, as there's no real armrest except for if you happen to be on one of these end seats that are kind of moved around. You can see they double it there, but the other ones you really have to share or give up your armrest. Not a big deal, but when you're big like me, you kind of don't have a choice but having your arms out. It just, I can't put them anywhere else. I'm not gonna walk through there because they usually, if they're in there, that's right by let's go this side. I'm trying to work on my breathing because when I edit these videos, all I hear is my breathing. So I'm holding the mic away from my mouth when I'm not talking. This is the Churchill Arcade. It's quite small, but kids aren't usually on this ship compared to other brands because this is a 14-day sailing, and we did leave from London and we went to Iceland and Norway. There were kids, but there's not a lot of them compared to other cruises. Just a small little arcade. Of course, another entry into the theater, and this takes you in through the Take 5 area, which is like a multi-use venue, but mainly a bar, kind of a meetup area in the evenings. Afternoons, people come in here and read, and it's a way to avoid the casino and the smoke if you just want to walk through the ship and not have that. It's also a piano kind of bar situation. It's a very nice bar when it's open, which they do a lot of work to open and close that because normally it's cram-packed full of bottles. Tons of touches and mementos of jazz and different kinds of music and radio kind of memorabilia. So right here is a fast way into the adult arcade or the casino. That's pretty much the end of the casino as well. And then in here we'll open up back to the piazza. Now these are not automatic doors, but they're very easy normally to, oh, and they're locked. So I guess I have to go through the arcade. Interesting. Or the adult arcade. But there's tons of, well, enough. You can kind of see behind me, slot machines right behind me this way, and table games more that way. So here we are on deck 6, pretty much in the piazza or the plaza area. I think piazza. Here's a beautiful wall. A lot of people take photos near, but it kind of washes out your face if your camera's too close. And then on this side is the photo department. You can, of course, view your photos digitally and also do the retina or the iris photography, I should say. And there's tons of seating up here and other booths to look at your photos down there. Here's probably my favorite bar on the ship. As you can see here, you have a great view into the piazza, which is a stunning traditional vibe, but it doesn't look old to me at all. This ship is again from 2019, and I think it looks good. This bar, I forgot what it's called. General Sips, or I have no idea. I forgot what it's called now. GS. I have no idea what it was called now. Here's some of the fine jewelry stores, watch stores here. I don't remember what it's called, but it's something Sips, if I'm not mistaken. Here, of course, are the jewelry, more of the FE and all that stuff. These two spiral staircases are very shell-like, in my opinion. And as you go up and down them, at the bottom, they have designs to make it look like there's more steps, and they would keep spiraling. And like the chandeliers remind me of water, or as Brittany pointed out, this main one, like a school of fish under the sea, which I think that's what it is actually. These all may be fish, and we're in the sea, which is kind of not cool when you think about it. But whatever, it's just a design. So here's the future cruise center, which all cruise ships have this, I'm pretty sure. And you can get literature about other itineraries, and then also get bonus kind of onboard money if you reserve or put some money down now. Even if you don't have a cruise in mind, they said you can still put money down, and that bonus money is good for 2 years. Kind of right here, the gist. And the Captain Circle members receive an extra benefit, which those are people who are platinum and above, I believe, in their loyalty, which for this one sailing, I am the top, but that's just because it was a casino offer. I will drop back down to a newbie on my next one. Here's the Estrella dining room, which looks just like the one below, just different theming, and it wraps around back there. No true aft views, but you do get side views. This big piece of art here. Every art and every detail does have credit posted. Even in your stateroom, there's photos and whatnot. The Estrella dining room. Boom, let's come up here. Here's where the fine art is. The art auction. I forgot the name of the company, but we all know what they are. This is their art. This takes us back to this elevator bay here in midship. But up here there is still one more detail. The little heart here, which I've seen in other videos on other Royal class ships and maybe other ships in the fleet, where you can take photos with the backdrop here, or you can stand right here and have someone photograph you from down below or up above and get that shot right here, which when I pan around, you will see it. Boom, there it is. So this is what I was talking about, the little tile detail that makes it look like it is continuing like up a vortex or a shell, in my opinion. But let's go up another deck. So these solo elevators on either side here have glass views of the piazza on deck 5, 6, and 7, and of deck 16, the Lido deck. But other than that, they're dark. So let's go up to deck 7. Probably my favorite deck.
Deck 7, Promenade.
Alright, this is where I just turn around the corner. The Catch by Rudy, the seafood restaurant is. Oh, well, I'm going to have to walk through here because there's no other way around it. But it's a specialty seafood dining with great views. There's like a raw bar here. And you're not supposed to enter from this direction. This is where you exit. And then this right here is the Ocean Sushi, which is right above that bar that I like below us. And we've eaten here before, and it was really good. It is a la carte, or you can do a $15 set menu casual dining experience. It's the Ocean Terrace Seafood Bar, and it's just in this little area. So seating can be tight, but people eat pretty quick, and it's really good sushi. Right across is Alfredo's Pizzeria, which is another casual dining, a la carte, or you can order the $15 set menu price, which usually with both venues you get appetizer, a main, a dessert, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I remember that's pretty much what I remember. But really good. We've had pizza and calzones there, but really good stuff. So let me quickly come down here, because so that side was blocked by Rudy's. Here's another great view of the piazza from up top, if I can get my camera to work. But it's a beautiful, beautiful venue, space. Let's keep going. So I'm back by the elevator bay here, headed back on, am I on the port side? I forgot what side I'm on. Again, the back upstairs in the employee elevator. So here's the medallion kind of shop. You can interact with all these screens with your medallion, and this is where they sell accessories for your medallion for frequent cruisers. Basically holders for your medallions. And the Princess Live Cafe Coffee Bar. Good morning. It's a really good bar, actually. The best coffee maker on the ship. Here's another wall where they like to pose people here, the chevron bling bling. And here is the Princess Live venue space, which I enjoy. They do trivia, presentations, live music in the evenings, I think in this area. And you keep going here on the starboard side of the ship. And we are right now headed towards the back of the ship. We're entering the Crown Grill and Bar area. Really beautifully designed space back here, in my opinion. A lot of people are here in the evenings just chilling out. So the Crown Grill is the steakhouse, which is in there, specialty. The bar is open to anyone. Every bar has unique drinks, but then also the standard drinks if you want to try them all. And that takes us finally to the aft elevators, which they only go down to deck 7. You can't go below that, these elevators. And here is, what is this place called? I already forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Vista, I think the Vista Lounge. It's in the aft of the ship, above the restaurants, but on deck 7. It's also a multi-function space. Presentations, comedy. That's where the Captain's Circle dinner or party was last night. Let's see if we can peek on this side. Here we go. It's a nice spot here. A lot of ships have this kind of vibe. It's really big, it smells good, clean, new. There is a bar back here when they're open, but you can come back here and read. It's quiet, good space in the day, and then in the evening it gets a little more rowdy. I think that's also technically the club, as there is a dance floor in the middle. They had this closed, but these are one of the only areas you can get on the deck low down, and there is seating there when the weather's nice, but it doesn't wrap fully around. You can see the weather is not nice. Plenty of restrooms all over, and it is called the Vista Lounge. So we're going back all the way forward on deck 7, which we missed so far. That's where a lot of the shops are. So let's head that way. While I'm walking, one of the great things about the medallion technology, which is the thing I'm wearing on my neck, you can order stuff like what he's doing, almost any public area around the ship or your stateroom, and they will deliver it to you. There's also stairs behind these two spaces back here on deck 6 and 7, behind the bar, and then the Ocean Plaza Sushi take you down to the corresponding decks below. And here's the shopping area, the main shopping area. So you've got more jewelry, clothing, the merch store, more jewelry. Here's some of the more expensive things here. Then downstairs, they're going to bring those out a little later into here probably. That's normally where they set them up. But they sell amber on this ship, which those of you who watch Jurassic Park know what that is. Amber jewelry. Here's some more of the babushkas, or whatever you call them, matryoshka, the more expensive ones. And they had one set up yesterday. You needed a magnifying glass to see the smallest detail on the smallest one within, you know, their cells. It's pretty cool. But tons of stuff up here to shop for. Your duty-free liquor, cigarettes. I think your toiletries are up here too somewhere if you need some of that stuff, medicine and all that. But let's go through here. I'm getting hot. Got this hoodie on. Here's the access to the main theater from above. In my opinion, it's your fastest way in and out, even when the show is over. This theater looks very similar to the theater on the XL class ships, in my opinion. Not the design, but the setup of it. The ones with Carnival. That's a show we watched, Four Skies. It was good. So we made it back to the forward elevators. Let's just wrap around and make sure we didn't miss anything. And we didn't. It's just shops. So the deck is closed. It looks like you can go out there as well here on deck 7. So let's take a look. Well, it looks like you can get to deck 6 from, oh, okay, the aft elevators. Well, we might have to check that out, make sure there's nothing there we're missing. So here you can see everything's generally on 5, 6, 7, and then we go to 16, 17, and some on 18. Everything else is staterooms. So let's get up there out in these elements. I actually hit 18. As it has access from this elevator. I'm gonna go, I think that's just, I don't know, we're gonna go look. I think those mega suites are up there. There's only 2 suites, 309 and 310. Crazy. There's other stuff though. Let's go look. One suite up here, right here, and on the other side, that's a private area. So we're not going out that way. But let's go right here to the auto door. And it is windy and rainy. So hopefully the mic does its job. So they have a private seating area too, that somewhat private. I'm sure facing the outside of the ship they'll have a more private than right here. That's like one of their seating areas. I think that's called a sky suite. Oh, it's, hopefully you don't hear that, but the wind blowing through those cables. Right here is the pool for adults only. It was slightly heated the other day, but I'm not gonna risk it at all today. And there is seating down there. We'll have a better look when I get down there. But let's walk around here. And I am really cold, so I'm putting my sleeves back down, and we're gonna walk through this drizzle. But I have you on my auto track feature on the Osmo, Pocket Osmo 3, which I highly recommend those of you interested in. Even if you don't want to make content for others, just capturing yourself or your family, you can control the device through the microphone and also the app on your phone, and also position it and enable the tracking, which I can track like a hand or a face or something. And the wind is picking up, so let's go. So here's a jacuzzi. It is open. No one is up here. This is considered a sanctuary, is what they call the adult-only area, which I did not come up here yet. Oh wait, this is actually for the spa, I think. I can't go in there. But you can see, looking back, they do have towels out already and different seating stuff here. Let's walk around. I think that's it. The sanctuary is, I believe, for the spa people. It is all the rooms, sauna rooms and all that stuff. But here's looking down at the adult-only area, the pool part of it. And this upper part is also part of it. But it's a crappy day, so I'm gonna go down these steps. I will be able to enter that door down there, hopefully. And we'll go from there. I believe on either side of this pool is maybe the gym or some other places, but here's the retreat bar, which is obviously closed. And you can see the water is sloshing because we are pretty rough right here at sea. Pretty cool. Let's keep going. Get back in here. Uh-oh. Press the button. There is no button. What did they Wait now. Oh, right here. There it is. Right there. I missed it. Ooh. The ship is heated nicely. It's not over hot, so you probably could walk around without a jacket, but if you're ever going outside, get a jacket. So here's the retreat pool, the main entrance, and then the only thing right here on this deck, I think in this location, is staterooms. But I think we can walk through. So we're on deck 17. Let's see if we can get across to the other parts of the ship. So I am forward. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good snapshot of the overhead. So I'm here. So basically we should be almost to the outside part. So let's pop out here and see. This way is only staterooms, and then they also border the adult pool here. I thought it was a gym, but the gym is coming up. You can see these people have close access to the adult retreat, which is cool. I think these might be more spa-oriented rooms. There's somebody standing here. So let's go around on this side. Here we go. Oh, it's really misty. So here's the main pool areas for the public. And it's a dual pool setup. A lot of older ships kind of have the same setup. This ship isn't terribly old though, 2019, but very similar design. There is lounges in the center there, and then also hot tub there in the center, and then it's flanked on this corner by a hot tub, and then plenty of in this corner. So there's 3 hot tubs right here, and the 2 main pools. And we're looking down from 17 to 16, which is the Lido deck. Here's the good old windbreaker zigzag. So here's another jacuzzi up here if you want to brave the elements. I believe you can make them bubble. There is a button in there. I saw one of them bubbling before. And here's a jut out of the ship, which is always fun. To jut yourself out. Hang over the ship, so to speak. The side of the ship, technically. And you can look down and even see the bridge from here. This is actually where our stateroom is down on deck 11, kind of in between here and the bridge. So we get a good, this is the port side. Remember, if you're facing the front of the ship, the bridge, port is on your left and right is your starboard. Quick way to remember is port has 4 letters, so does left. So that's how you remember. Starboard has a lot of letters, and that's the right side of the ship when facing forward. Here's yet another jacuzzi. There's something alarming. So above me is a jogging track. And we'll have to go up there in a minute, I guess, to complete a lap on that. Here's restrooms. I think I'm interrupting a crew area. They look like they're like, oh great. That's an emergency exit, so we have to go up. Let's go up. Yeah, they all scattered when I came. Who knows what they were up to? They left. So let's go. We're on deck 18, the walking track. Hopefully nobody's running behind me. I'll probably get off of the technical track as soon as I can. So now we're walking to the aft of the ship. Soccer, almost all the balls. It's all enclosed. Here is a little mini golf, which we're gonna go through. Oh, I'm talking and y'all can't even hear me because I don't have my mic up. But we're gonna cut across up here to the mini golf, which is more like a putting green. This is probably the highest point on the ship, I think, besides forward. But here you have more of a view of things. As I was saying, that is a netted ball cage. Basketball, soccer, tennis, you name it. They got the nets and the balls. I'm gonna catch my breath real quick. You can see here, there's a few holes up here. It's kind of strange just how it's laid out though. There's no obstacles really. The floor is a little uneven, but I don't think it was on purpose. But not the best, but something to do. So I walked back down to 17 from 18, the little golf area. And look at the seas. Oh my God. Down here is 16 aft, which is technically the Lido deck where the buffet is. So what I'm gonna do, as I'm getting cold, I'm gonna cut down here and start the tour of 16. So let's go. Wait, I think this might be 17 actually. Oh yeah, this is 17. This is not 16. I was on 19 for the golf. So we are on 17. This is called the sun deck area. There is a stairwell that goes down, but let's see what's this way. I think it's just more of the staterooms. Ow. Oh, this is the gym. And this will take you to the retreat pool, so the adult pool. So yeah, this side is the gym, and you can cut through. I'm not going in there. Hold on, let me tie my shoelace. All right, I'll go in there. Oh, it's really getting rough. I don't want to peek in here because if you go all the way through that way, it goes to the adult pool. But here's the weight side of the gym. So the gym is on one full side. It's beautiful. That's one of the entryways to the gym. And here's the beach club, the kids area up here. I think I can peek in here for a little bit. So yeah, we would have missed out on all this, even though I can't really see anything. The tree house, ages 3 to 7. Youth and teen, I kind of like how it's organized. Ages 8 to 12. The rules are all up there. And 13 to 17, the beach house. There you go, all right here. I'm sure each has at least one person as like a chaperone. So after this, we would be back outside above the Lido deck on this level. So yeah, we kind of did that on the other side, but so now we're going to walk through. Here's the photo studio here. Back out here, here's a coffee and a juice station behind me, which is nice. This is also where you can, I think you can smoke up here, back here. So this is 16, and this is where the aft pool is. I've never seen anybody in this pool yet, this journey. Probably has to do with the weather. But it's sloshing too. What's cool about this pool is it is adults only until 4 p.m. So if you want a quiet pool close to the food, here you go. But after 4 p.m., families are allowed until closing. So, and here is the aft bar here, the Wake View bar. open early. One of the coolest things Brittany found yesterday, which we're getting near the end of our journey, was this hot cocoa machine that has very thick hot cocoa, really good hot chocolate. And then here's a good coffee machine for people who want good coffee. And then regular already made coffee, tons of teas, milks, all that stuff. So either side will be the same. Let's cut through this buffet. I'm not going to talk though because people might be eating already because people are up early on the ship. They do have the silverware out here already for you. This is outdoor seating. These auto doors are weird. They open. I think they're jammed. Hello. Morning. Here's a look at the grill menu. And it's called the World Fresh Marketplace. So let's walk through quietly. Hey. And they're already open. They're open early. I think it's just after 6 a.m. There's a cereal. Tons of options here. Smoked salmon, my fave. Alright, grab and go smoothies and parfaits. So here would be the other side. You can enter in from the aft. Very similar to the first side I went to, as you can see here, with the waffles and butter and sprinkles. The vegan breakfast. English breakfast. Here's the omelet station. Alright, that was one bay of food, so let's keep going. There's a salad bar in the morning, which is nice. And here is English breakfast, which we kind of already have, but there's tons of black pudding, the toast. They have the poached eggs, fried eggs, bread pudding. Tons of options here. Here's the breakfast charcuterie. Let's keep going. I think up forward they haven't opened it yet, but they open that a little bit later as it gets more and more busy. And they will ask you if you want drinks when you sit down, and they will get you drinks, whether you want drink package drinks, pay for them, included drinks, they'll bring you drinks. Here's a pastry shop, which is also where the coffee shop is up here, the paid coffee, but there's plenty of included coffee and drinks. Also, of course, the pastries and desserts, and same thing for lunch and dinner. These are desserts in here and coffee shop. Oh no, they have it open, but see, most people, full breakfast is in the back. This is more like continental breakfast in the front. Grab and go items. So we made it back to the mid elevators. So there's 2 elevators technically in the buffet. Oh, they're sounding the foghorn. And then we're gonna walk out on this side. Here is the Swirls included ice cream. Soft serve. Right now they have just juices there. There is the Lido bar, one of them. I think there's another one. But they just started sounding the foghorn, which means it's real foggy. And they do it every couple of minutes for 3 seconds. Here's a ping pong table, plenty of seating. And here is kind of what sets this class apart. They all have this on either side, the treacherous glass walk that is quite slippery right now, I might add. I just pretend like it's not what it is. A lot of people won't do it. But it is, I'd say about 16, maybe only 12 decks up, because you will, the other deck's right way down there. But here's a good look at the pool, at pool level, the pools. And it is quite misty out here. There's a look at those suites up there, I think, or the retreat area. And here is a hamburger grill and hot dogs. I think it's called a Salty Dog. They're open for lunch and pretty late. Good burgers, I might add. Here's the menu. They cook it fresh too. It's not, it takes a few minutes. French fries. There goes the foghorn. Here's the other bar here. And they do have fresh popcorn every evening, afternoon and evening when they're playing movies out here on the screen. It's a good screen too. Here's the included pizza. So we saw Alfredo's, which is more of it's a paid pizza. This is slice and it is included. Hey guys, I think that's it. Well guys, that's pretty much it for the Sky Princess here. They are setting up for the day. It is still quite early. It is like 6:45. Almost everything's open, or at least part of it. The pools are open. A lot of the bars are open. The buffet is open. The breakfast is opening right now, I believe. 7. The sit-down breakfast. But what do you think of this beautiful Sky Princess? I really like this ship, and it's been a great home for the last 2 weeks. Have you been on a Royal Class ship with Princess? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.